you can take it away.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into the newest and greatest episode of Prem de la Creme. We're all here today. It might be FA Cup weekend, but that doesn't mean that the fun has to end. Because when the fun stops, you do another Prem de la Creme episode. And today is an exciting one. We're going through the top 20 players in the Premier League since 2010. So the top 20 players in the Premier League since 2010. Okay. On the panel today, I'm excited to have basically everyone here. Okay. Which is very amazing. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So we'll go up, then we'll go down. So, Mr. Corner Flag, chat to the people.
How's it going, everybody? The corner flag here. I'm interested to see how this episode's going to go because it's a true test of everyone's ball knowledge. Okay, no excuses. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too. And then we also have a poo from The Simpsons, aka Sing on the Cop.
What up, guys? Super keen for this episode as well. I want to see people's ball knowledge and also who's being biased, who's not being biased, who's being realistic. Because from the 2010 till now, there's been consistency with some teams. Some teams that we're not happy about that have done well from that time till now. So let's see if people are still living in the past or have the knowledge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is gonna be a telling episode. This is gonna be a very telling episode, and it's getting started very quickly. Ozzy, chat to them. Okay, in silence. Love for that. Love for that.
It's so funny watching
silent.
your mouth move, but no words
silent.
coming out. That's funny.
So silent.
Okay, so
The
we're not going to
TikTok
talk to
heard me.
Ozzy.
The TikTok. Sorry. The TikTok heard me. My bad. But like I was saying, I only started watching football from 2015. I was 5 in 2010, bro. 5.
Yeah. Well, your list wouldn't say that, but we'll get into it. And then, last but not least, we have Mr. Tottenham himself, Mr. Jay Sanch. Tristan Ogle, what are you saying?
Hey.
How's it, everybody? Yeah, excited to see what everybody's opinions are. I'm hoping I'm not going to be seeing like a list filled with United players. But yeah, we'll see, because United from 2010, I think there's like about good 3 years there where they were like absolutely dominant, and then it tanked from there. But anyways, we'll get into it just now.
Absolutely. And Tristan, you gave me a lovely alley-oop there, because there has been some interesting ball knowledge that's been spit here. And just to explain the concept to everyone and the guys on the panel, how it works is almost like the Ballon d'Or ranking, right? So we've all sent in a list, everyone on the panel sent in a list of our 1 to 20, first being the best player since 2010, 20th being the 20th best player since 2010. And you get a point for each position. So if you put a player in 20th, he gets 1 point. If you put a player in first, he gets 20 points, and so on and so forth. So it's almost like the Ballon d'Or. We've all got our list together, and this is our cumulative top 20. Okay, so just to walk through some of the players that have just missed out. Okay, so there was about 7 or 8. Well, actually, no, there was 15, so 7 or 8 is incorrect. So at the bottom of the list, we had Tristan. He went for Berbatov. Ozzy went for Marcus Rashford. Fernando Torres misses out. He was on only Tristan's list. Moussa Dembele, with 3 points at 17th, was only on Tristan Ogle's list. Czech at number 5, at number 15 position, got 5 points. John Terry, 6 points. Kyle Walker was on 2 lists. He got 6 points as well. Modric got 6 points. Fernandinho, Alexis Sanchez got 7 points. Bale got 9 points. Diego Costa, Gerrard, Firmino, Lampard, Trent, Son Heung-min, Bruno Fernandes, and Jamie Vardy also missed out on this list. And yeah, I mean, I can see some face already. I know we went through those pretty quickly, but is there any stinkers, any howlers off the bat, guys?
I think Jamie Vardy should be.
I think Jamie Vardy should be there. Jamie Vardy, Son
Over
is a shocker. Is a shocker.
What
Jamie
you mean
Vardy and
over
Son.
RVP, bro?
Jamie Vardy
Oh,
literally
that
has a
knowledge.
record to his name and the same amount of Premier League titles.
Bro. Literally, Son
How
has
many
been
golden
doing it
boots he has
for how many
over
seasons?
RVP?
For how many
Two.
seasons?
He has
Bro's
2
been
golden
consistent
boots.
for Spurs for 8
How many does
seasons, 7
RVP
seasons or
He
so.
has 1, I think. He has 1.
Yeah, but
So
Son, it shouldn't be over RVP. He doesn't have a Prem.
So Vardy has a Prem. He
Yeah.
missed out by 6 points. The only person that didn't have him was Tristan, but there was 3 people that had him at 19th or 20th. right? So
Who's
Mac and Nikhil had Son at 20th, and Uzi had Son at 19th. I had him at 13th, I believe. Nawaz had him at 14th. So pretty consistent in that bottom half for Jamie Vardy, and then that was for Jamie Vardy, sorry. And then for Son, Tristan put him at 13th, and Nawaz and Nikhil both had him at 16, 17-ish. So yeah, not a lot of love for Son and Vardy. I was surprised by the Vardy one. I'll be honest. I was very surprised by the Vardy one. But
Who
yeah,
did have Vardy? If you know.
I had
just
Vardy.
Tristan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
You want an explanation?
it was no, there was there's a couple of people that only had him at 19th or 20th, so it wasn't so bad that Tristan didn't have him, to be honest. But yeah, explain yourself, buddy.
Man, I just never liked Vardy,
Yeah.
No.
Personal
he's a really good
vendettas,
player.
yeah.
No, maybe a bit of a personal vendetta. Like, Vardy was that guy that would just come in, score, disrespect your club with the way he celebrated, the way he talked. So I never liked him, but I mean, really good player. But out of like all of the Prem, okay, I forgot about that record that he has of, I think it was consecutive goals, right?
Yeah.
In the opening
Yeah,
season.
11 consecutive
So-
goals. He freaking won the Golden Boot at like 33, bro, or something. It's crazy. He broke Van Nistelrooy's record. So I think he's been consistent, like even in the Prem for like a decade, a little bit less.
No,
maybe. I
not
don't
a
know.
decade, not a decade, not that long. I think he's had.
It's since
2015
2015.
until 2015
It is-
up until 20,
2015 till 2023, yeah.
Yeah, but not at a
Yeah,
top
but I mean,
level
yeah,
though. Like
just-
he wasn't producing top numbers every season.
I
They were
mean,
like
he got
three
Golden
seasons
Boot
where he
in
did
2015, and he got Golden Boot in 2021. So that's like six.
I thought he had
whole seasons.
isn't the 2015 one was Harry Kane still? I thought you got it there, but I think Harry Kane still outscored him that season.
But he was up there. Like he definitely got 20
He was
plus.
up there though.
Definitely got 20
Yeah,
plus.
he was definitely up there.
Was up
But
there. He
Tristan,
was
I
up
don't mean
there.
to dig the knife in here. I don't mean to dig the knife in, but players, I'm just interested to see what the panel say to this. But players that were above Jamie Vardy for Mr. Ogle was Dimitar Berbatov, was Musa Dembele.
yeah, rightly so.
But post
Really?
2010, I don't think so. Post
Berbatov,
2010, I
bro.
don't think. Berbatov
After 2010.
wasn't a big hitter after 2010, bro.
Yeah.
Berbatov's prime was
I did-
2008-9.
And that's my same argument for Van Persie. Like, I mean, I felt he was extremely prime at Arsenal, but then he had that one or two seasons at Manchester United after 2010.
No, but 2010 to
And after that-
2014, Nikhil, he was on fire. For that 4 years, he was unbelievable.
Man
Unbelievable.
foot of dreams,
Even
bro.
that, especially that World Cup year.
Yeah,
That was maybe
2014
his
too.
last. Yeah.
True,
So
there's an argument.
prior
be
to
made.
that, he was. he
Even
was
even
on
under
fire.
Van Gaal, he was decent for us.
Yeah, he was
Fair.
good. He was good. But yeah, the biggest omission, to be honest, in my understanding and from what I saw, this might sound a bit biased, but was Diego Costa. For
Yeah.
3
I had
seasons,
him in my
he
honorable
carried
mentions.
Chelsea to win in the league. Yeah,
I
I
had
know
him
he
in my
did. But
honorable mentions.
he carried it, and the only person that had him was me and Nawaz. That was it. Everybody
I
else
don't
didn't
like
even
him.
come to mind.
Because he's just a shit house. That's why I don't like him.
Yeah, but he was a good shit house, bro. Like he could score goals and
He
back it
was
up.
good. He was.
He was good, but he just doesn't get happiness from me. Don't get anything from me. Man.
You
That's
probably
why
don't even know
Son
who he
in this
is.
list.
Were you watching football at that time?
Yeah, from 2015 down, bro.
But yeah, those are the honorable mentions. We won't spend too much time on them. We'll move into the top 20. So obviously, in 20th position, as you can see there, is Robin van Persie. So he was unranked by four people. Myself, Mac, Nawaz, and Nikhil didn't have it on the list at all. Tristan had him
Yeah, I
at
didn't mean to say that.
had him at 11th. Uzi had him at 8th. And those are the only two people. 8th.
That's why he's here.
Out of
That
20
guy,
people
bro.
was 8th.
8.
That's why Jamie
Yeah.
Vardy ain't here.
You
by the
put a
way.
player that for 4, okay, if you're going from 2010 for 4 years, 2010 to 2014, and 8th place in a top 10 already. That means the players below him, whoever is 9th or 10th, in my opinion, they need to have shorter longevity in the Premier League compared to Van Persie in that time. Either won more, scored more, assisted more, or something. I want to hear who you have that
Well,
is
the prime
above
must
Van
be better,
Persie. I
sorry.
mean, who's
We
actually
will
below.
see
And their prime
throughout
needs
the
to be better.
episode. We'll see throughout
Nikhil,
the-
you
Okay.
are not going to be. You are not
You're
going
not
to
gonna be happy at all with my.
You're not going to be happy with what Uzi has put down. I'll be honest. I will be
Because-
honest.
Okay, let's go.
But-
I heard
Let's go.
Uzi missed out on someone, but we'll get to it.
Yeah, according to Uzi,
Yeah.
there's only 7 better players since 2010 in the Premier League since Robin van Persie. Let's just say it like that.
So he's probably going to name the whole City squad then, and maybe throw some Liverpool players in there too.
And
Yeah,
we'll get to that,
we'll see.
Nikhil. We will
I'll
get to
post
that
this.
because I don't think you're going to be very happy.
Boys and girls, also, I'll post this whole slide deck onto our Instagram. So make sure you also go follow us on Instagram, and then we'll, you can leave your opinions on there as well. So it'll be timeless and how bad some of our picks are. But let's move on then, like Hamza said.
Let's
Hamza,
go.
are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's move on to 19th place. And this was held by 2 people, right? Only 2 people voted for him. It was,
Nostalgia
again, as you
FC,
guessed.
yeah.
it was Uzi and it was Mac. Mac had him at 10th and Uzi had him at
Nostalgia
9th.
FC.
And everybody else said, you know what? We know ball.
We don't even
Didn't have him on the list.
What's his trophy cabinet like for Arsenal?
One FA Cup, 2 FA Cups maybe?
Let's just open that up.
What is it? Or is
I
he
don't-
all is he thinking about is that goal in the Europa League where also
No, you want the
rounded
FA
people,
Cup, surely?
or the good build-up play between him, Aaron Ramsey, Jack Wilshere, Olivier Giroud, and goal. Is
Yeah.
that what made him in this?
I think that's exactly
I
what
think
you're
it's
thinking.
yeah.
It's correct.
It's a nostalgia thing, I think.
This
Not
is
like
this
that.
is yeah, bro.
Output thing.
There's according to Uzi, there was only 8 players better than him in the Premier League, and that includes Robin van Persie in that 8. So there's only 7
I
better
did not-
players
For
outside
me
of him and van
personally,
Persie.
and I don't know about you guys, I did not even think of him for a second.
Yeah.
I did not even.
Yeah, I
think
didn't
of
even
it.
think about Uzi also.
Okay, let me ask this: would you make a top 30 of players since 2010 in the Premier League for you?
Yeah,
guys?
I will make the top 30, obviously. But
What
top
above
20, no.
Vardy, Bruno, Son, Trent, Lampard, Firmino, Gerrard, Diego Costa,
I think
Bale,
Bruno
Alexis
should be above
Sanchez,
him.
No,
Fabregas,
no.
Terry? Just
person-
it doesn't get above any one
Okay,
of them.
Every person
Okay,
you've
no,
mentioned
no,
there,
no.
apart from Alexis Sanchez and I think someone else, they all won more trophies than him.
Bruno should be.
And
above
also
him.
in terms of influence, also when Arsenal signed this player, they thought that they were going to all of a sudden get the next coming of.
That last one is no, it's the edit. It's the edit. What Fabrizio Romano took away from us, guys. It's breaking news.
Yeah.
Arsenal are now signing Mesut Ozil from Real Madrid.
Yeah.
What?
And let's be
Yeah.
honest, bro, he wasn't that influential. Arsenal were always a top 4 team. He came in, they still remained a top 4 team. They never really
Yeah,
challenged
fully
further
agree.
in the Champions League. They never really challenged for the Premier League except for the Leicester winning season. So yeah, he was really influential.
Don't get me wrong. He's a really good player.
That's why I
However,
say Bruno
he
should be
didn't
above
he
him.
didn't take them to another level.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and to be honest, it was a lot of hype. There was a lot of hype before he came in. Oh,
Bruno should
So
be
you-
above him, bro. The output is so much
Yeah.
higher.
Actually agree.
No,
I actually
I don't. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree.
yeah,
with
I
that.
don't disagree. But just to talk about Bruno just for a second, no, Mark had him at 18th, and the only other person to have him was Uzi, and Uzi had him at 5th. Had him at 6th.
Fifth! Oh my word! I'm so happy he
that's
never
the
been top
person
10.
that's coming
Top
and
10.
talking about Bruno needing to go above him, but you're the one that put him in 5th, dude.
Bro,
He's above,
Astaghfirullah.
bro.
you know
He's
what?
above a
You
lot
know,
of players.
honestly, we have to take into consideration from when he started watching football. It shows in the list, so it's not like you are, like the list doesn't make sense compared to
Bro,
what
all
you
of
told
y'all
us.
are
Because what you
outs
told us,
compared to me.
because what you
Nikhil-
told
No,
us,
but
is
still.
not the
What
list.
you
It's
just said,
correlating.
what
It's correlating.
you just said to protect Uzi, I'm gonna show you a player in maybe 7 or 8 players' time that's gonna go, okay, so what I said to protect him doesn't make any sense because this is blasphemous.
This one is
But-
fucking Milner shirt.
But yeah,
Everybody
we
on the
can move
live,
on to-
make sure
we can move on to
you'll
number
do
18.
share the live as well. Share the live as well, everybody. Like the live.
Okay.
We are on 2.3k likes. Lovely stuff.
And
Let's
jump
move
in the
on to
chat.
number
Let's know what you think
18.
of this list. Yeah,
Max Saeed apparently says 19th is too low.
It's,
So you and Uzi
in
were the only ones to vote.
Wait, let me have my piece. If you say 19th is too low, Bruno should be on this list. This brother must get chucked off. That Bruno should be higher.
Uzi, you put him at 5th, dude.
I never put him
Bro,
at
at the
first.
end, bro, I'm telling you,
Listen.
any
Cook the
higher,
books, this guy. Cook in the
any
books.
higher,
Bro,
this puts
he
Bruno.
got-
Bruno's gonna end up in this room. It's crazy, man.
Wait. 33 goals. 33 goals.
But-
Bruno did that in like 2 seasons.
No, but they
at
should show the
United, bro.
total for us.
Yeah, but he had
This is
80
Man
assists.
United's Bruno.
He had
Magnifico.
80 assists.
Nah.
80.
80.
Yeah.
Bruno
Yeah.
smashes
Yeah,
that,
that changes
bro.
things. It should be
Yeah.
like a
Fastest
goal
to
and
50 Premier League
contribution.
assists.
Bruno
Yeah.
should be higher than, in my
All
opinion.
I'll say, Mac, in the chat, all I will say is if the only person backing you in ball knowledge is Uzi, maybe you have to think about, did I get this right or wrong? Just be serious. Because when that's the case, you got to think, you know what? Maybe I had a bit of a howler here. But yeah, so that's 19. Do I stick on 18 on the list now?
All right.
Wait, before we
Ready, boys?
continue, as soon as
Yeah,
I said Hamza on my list, he said, "Bro, you made a difference." That's all I'm
You made a
saying.
Yeah,
difference.
let me go
You
there.
did.
But
It
we
doesn't
move
sound,
on.
Sorry,
it doesn't sound like a compliment, eh? It doesn't sound like a
Listen.
compliment.
Listen, whether it's in a good way or it's leading towards me,
It's for the
all I'm
views.
saying is I'm influential. That's all I'm saying.
Influential.
Mic
Alright,
drop.
that being said, number 18.
Number 18, Luis Suarez. On the by the
There it
way,
is.
just wanted to let you know, on the same points as Van Persie and Ozil. Okay, Luis Suarez has 23. The highest on the list was Nikhil at 9th, and Mac had him on his list. Nawaz had him at 18. Uzi had him on the
Suarez
list.
is 9th. Not 9th.
Yeah,
I
you
have his
did.
9th. No, I'm looking at my
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
So Suarez at 9th. You're smoking. Suarez is
VAR
at 19th. Suarez is 19th, not 9th.
for you.
Yes. Suarez is 19th.
Okay,
Maybe I
well,
had 9th.
special mention to Luis Suarez. He makes it 18th on this list. Hamza made a mistake, so potentially that is what happened.
Yeah.
But Nikhil, I'll give you the floor because let's just say you put him 9th. Chat to me about Luis Suarez.
Look, okay, he shouldn't be 9th, firstly, but Luis Suarez, for me, literally one of the best, or if not the best, individual seasons in the Premier League with the amount of goals and assists he had. 31 goals, I think. Can't remember how many assists. Banned for the first 6 games of the season. He did everything for Liverpool. The guy the numbers speak for itself. Without Luis Suarez, Liverpool wouldn't even gotten out as far as we did. And up till today, I mean, when you do a comparison as well, maybe of Haaland's best season compared to Suarez's best season, yes, he has more goals and assists, but the quality of what Suarez did compared to the goals that Haaland had, and in the team that Suarez had, compared to these strikers of today, it's incomparable. Suarez today is still obviously being looked at. I mean, with the stats, with everything that he did, there was a stage where his goals was being compared to clubs. The amount of goals that Spurs scored alone, he scored more. So for me, I still feel he is one of the
But you're saying
best
that
strikers that
Gonna need
ever
a
was in the
little
Premier
sauce
League.
there.
It's true, though.
Maybe
It's true.
the
They did a
others.
comparison with the Spurs goals scored that season. But yeah, Suarez, the 13-14
Oh, in a
season was
season.
just
Okay.
unbelievable. Yeah, was unbelievable. And I mean, that's why I had him really low, because I feel from 2010 to 2026, the only other player I feel as a striker, apart from Haaland, apart from Aguero, that could maybe hit the numbers and the type of goals that he was doing was those two. That's why I put Suarez there. I mean, I feel with what he did, he had to be mentioned. When people look at the players in the Premier League, with what he did, I mean, he has to be there. All the records that he had now only got broken by Salah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking peak for peak, to be honest, like if we did peak for peak, for me, it'd probably be like easily top 10. Easily top 10. If we go like
It's
peak for peak.
unbelievable what this man
Peak
did.
for peak, he's top 5, bro. Like I don't think there's been another player really. Like you look at at the time, right? At the time, the record for the most goals in the Premier League season was 31. Suarez equaled that when playing about 4 or 5 less games. You know, he started the season late that year.
Banned for 6.
6 games. 6 games.
Why was he
so
banned?
I think
Asking
Ivanovic put his
angry.
arm in his mouth, bro. Apparently there was some misinformation saying it, but
Yeah, that's got to come into it a bit. It's like he can't even keep his teeth to himself. You know what I mean? If he could keep his teeth to himself, he would be the greatest player of all time, bro. But if buts or maybes, let's talk absolutes.
Yeah, I hear you. No, but let's be honest now. Yeah, in terms of ability, also this guy wasn't the most flary. I don't think I can remember Suarez ever doing a step over, but he was one of those players that he mastered the art of letting it bump off the defender and him still getting the ricochet and still going to score goals. And he was just someone that knew where the back of the net was. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm surprised two people haven't ranked him. That's surprising.
Yeah, I didn't rank him, and Tristan didn't rank him. But
My
you had him
apologies.
you had him at 18th though, Noah. So it's not like you had him super high.
Yeah, I had him 19th, so he was there only because I couldn't have him higher. I had to have him there just because of what he did in the Premier League, and what he did, I felt deserved to be there, even though the trophy cabinet did not back it. But the goals and
I think Eddie won the Premier League. You would have been on everyone's list if Eddie won. But like, yeah.
But
he won some maybe.
then why is it polemic against Robin van Persie? He got more goals, plus he got the Premier League trophy in his cabinet. Then
Okay, peak for
Cooking,
peak.
bro. You cooked. Yeah.
peak for
Yeah.
peak, Robin van Persie won the United's 20th Premier League title.
Yeah, he carried them
in
to
his
that
first
title as well.
season.
Luis Suarez
He
did.
took us to that title. He didn't carry Liverpool to the title. He carried us to second place.
I mean, you look at two Van Persie. Van Persie still had Rooney, De Gea, Suarez, and who? Skirtle.
Comparing
Gerrard,
schools to Fox,
Skirtle.
Gerrard.
Oh, Prime Steven Gerrard. Oh, okay. Not end of
Prime
the
Steven Gerrard.
he didn't have
Coutinho,
prime Rooney.
Sterling.
He didn't have prime Rooney. Prime Rooney was, I think, 20.
We had a
still
young
played 4 or
Raheem
5
Sterling.
years after.
We had a
He
young
still played
Raheem
after.
Sterling who literally just came into Liverpool, made such an
Coutinho,
impact.
who
He's
just
best-
came in.
He's Coutinho. We had players like freaking Jose Enrique, Kiriakos, Joe Allen,
Sissoko.
He
Those
had
are
an
the ones
that
injury.
you
should rely on.
Paul
Don't
Scholes
chat
was
about my
in
man,
Joe Allen.
retirement. He had a
You can't compare
aging Vidic.
You can.
You
can't
He
compare
got
the two.
Scholes and carried out of
Valencia.
retirement to play in that team. They
Exactly.
brothers came out of retirement to play in that team.
And
What-
mind
what
you,
we
David
talking
Dea
about?
had one of the
Scholes.
worst
Scholes
starts
is
to
over.
a
Scholes came out of
Premier
retirement
League
and so did
history, bro.
Carrick.
At
And
what
David
age?
Dea just came into the Premier League. He was flopping left, right, and center until he saved that Juan Mata free kick.
I think if he stayed for longer, like RVP stayed basically his
If he
whole
stayed
prime
longer.
in the Premier League. If he stayed for longer, I think it's not really a discussion, but he didn't. So based on what he had, I think Van Persie should be higher on this list.
Where did he go though? Didn't he stay?
He went Barcelona. And then
Van
RVP
Persie?
went
No,
no,
Van Persie
no.
he went
to
Turkish league.
Fenerbahce,
He
I
went
think.
Fenerbahce.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
But he was
got the
past
point.
the-
You were
Yeah.
talking about Suarez.
144
No.
goals is his entire career. Suarez was 69, which is post 2010.
That's
So
from
around the 144
post-2010,
is before 2010. So
But
No, I
still
think
got
I think
good
look at
60
look
is.
at post 2010.
I think only
Suarez
60
was
is
better.
before. No.
Hmm.
I think only 60 was before. So he still has more. Van Persie still has more.
We'll have
Yeah,
to
because
figure out
I knew some people were gonna come with some nonsense about that. Yeah, he had 60 before and about 84 afterwards. So yeah, respect my man. Respect my man.
The flying duck.
All right, who's
Anyway,
next?
but yeah, let's move on to 17. And this, I'll be honest, is the shock of the whole list. I'll be honest. At 17, it's Erling Braut Haaland.
You shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be there at all.
Huh?
There is recency
Haaland should not
bias.
be
but
there.
Come on.
He should be. He has to be here.
No.
He has
No.
to. There's
yeah.
an argument.
No.
He
There's an
has to be
argument.
there.
No, he has
If he
to- he
retires
has to
in
be
the
there
Premier League
because
tomorrow,
He
he's still
He
there.
has to be there because of
No.
how befucked he has been in how little space of time.
No.
That's why he
Exactly,
has
bro.
to be there.
Haaland should not be there at all.
Two
Who
Premier
Who
League
else has
titles.
done it? Who else has scored this
Treble
quickly,
winner.
this amount of goals, treble winner in this short amount of time? It's insane.
Go look at Kane's, bro.
Insane. But look
Go
at
look
what
at
Kane's
Kane.
trophy cabinet with them.
Yeah, he doesn't because he plays for Spurs, bro. But look, you're talking about goals. Go and look at Kane's goal contributions in the same amount of games as Haaland's.
Listen,
Okay,
he's
but
been here
Haaland
for
broke
3
the
seasons
record.
and he's won everything. He's been here for 3 seasons
Everything.
and he's won everything. And he's scored over 100
Has
goals.
has he won everything or has City won
Yes.
everything?
Yes,
City
when,
won
when,
everything
when they were
without him,
fighting Arsenal.
regardless.
No,
We're talking
no,
about
Tristan.
impact, right? Haaland doesn't
No,
have
Tristan.
that impact at City. There's no
He
way.
No,
does,
brother,
bro.
that-
Listen,
you
he
can't go
won
there.
them a treble. He won
Yeah.
them a treble, bro. A
No,
treble.
I wouldn't say Haaland was influential in the Champions League for them though. He didn't do anything in the semi-finals or final.
Okay,
Bro,
leave that. Look at the Premier
He got
League.
36
Listen,
goals in
he
his
clocked
first
it in,
season
bro.
at 21.
They won three.
Look,
They won
36
3 Premier Leagues before he came.
It's crazy.
Listen,
It's crazy.
That's
This is
amazing.
crazy, bro.
But every City, every
I ain't gonna say
City
this guy
striker
has
has similar impact to Haaland.
I ain't gonna say
Look what he
Haaland
did last
transformed
weekend.
City. If
Look
y'all
what
are
literally
saying
what he
that
did last
Haaland
weekend.
transformed,
He
Haaland
didn't
didn't
transform
transform
City.
City.
He came in as a
He did.
monster. He came
He
in
did
as a
transform.
monster,
Man.
bro.
He did. Look
No
what he did
ways.
last weekend against you lot. He was pocketed by Van Dijk for so long, and then he decided, you know what? Let me actually. So many players let games pass them by, right? He was like,
It's
you know what?
crazy what
Even for
this
the last
guy
10
has
minutes,
done.
I will change this whole game. He changes the
Yeah,
game.
he did it.
Haaland
He is
didn't change
crazy.
any
Look at
game at
against his
Liverpool. He scored a penalty. I don't know what game you're talking about.
Bro, the header for Bernardo Silva, then Dominic Szoboszlai, when it should have been a goal, and completely flipping that narrative of the whole game. Arsenal went from winning the league to 10 minutes later being like, oh my God, they're going to bottle it again because of one man, and that man is Erling Braut Haaland.
Nah, bro. I don't think people are making it seem like City weren't winning trophies without you.
Thank you.
Nobody said.
Thank you.
Nobody is saying
No.
that. Of course, they were
They
great,
just-
but you come and
They were
become even
better
better.
at winning. They were better at winning.
If you
Before
notice,
him,
if you
he
notice, ever
extended
since
the
Kevin
gap,
De Bruyne,
bro.
ever since Kevin De Bruyne left City, he's been shit. Not shit, but like he's dropped off.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know his version of dropping off in the typical version because he still scores about 30 goals.
He still
But
scores
once
so much
again,
of
it's like
goals. I mean,
City is this team that creates such a system where this guy all he has to do is be the one that taps it in.
Yeah.
He ain't a striker that has the ability like a Suarez, that has the ability like even Harry Kane. Those are
Yeah,
better
but I mean-
footballers. This guy is a better poacher. You know, on a phrase
he
like
is. I mean,
those are better
he
footballers.
gets the
He ain't a
service,
better
and
footballer than
however,
those two.
look, however the service comes to him, this man puts it in the back of the net. Unfortunately, look, I don't like putting him in this list, but he has to be in this list because of the amount of goals he has scored. He is a striker. A striker is meant to score goals. He's won everything already in 3 seasons. People spend their whole life in the Premier League. They can't do it. People from 2010 to 2026 still can't do it. This man came in and literally just, 36 goals in the first season or second season, broke the record, did everything.
Yeah,
Then,
yeah, I know. It
after
was
the
good.
first season, goes and wins the Champions League. Freaking scores there as
Wow.
well like crazy. Scores acrobatic goals against Dortmund like it's nothing.
No, it's great. He's
It's,
an amazing player. He's a really, really
He was
good
on my
player.
list, but I believe
But-
he should be here. He should be.
Yeah, so
17th.
I'll be honest. 3 people didn't have him on the list. That was Mac, that was Nikhil, and that was Tristan.
Back in the comments says Haaland deserves to be there. Check this guy.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know
earlier
what
in the
list-
comments, he said,
I don't
he
even
said
know,
earlier,
I don't know what list you're cooking with. I had him on my list.
he
You
said he
didn't.
forgot about Haaland. He
Bro,
said he forgot.
I'm looking at our chat right now. Erling Haaland is number 17 for me.
Maybe this guy
Ooh,
updated his
exactly.
list and sent it to Toy, bro. Maybe it's not the first list.
What is happening here?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go back
Fair
to
enough,
our
fair
chat right now.
But to be fair,
15.
and Nikhil, based on the
Yeah.
points, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference on the overall list. But I apologize, Your Honor. I apologize. I don't know what I was.
It's okay, man.
But yeah, so that is 17. I thought Erling Haaland would, when I got the list, I thought he was going to be like maybe 10th, 9th for every single person. I thought he was going to be super high. When I didn't see him on top of the list, I was like, oh my God.
Can I tell you something? So you know the season he won the treble. Okay, that was obviously the same year Messi won the World Cup. So we all knew Messi was going to win the Ballon d'Or. But this
When
guy
Haaland
won
should
the
have won the
Gerd
Ballon
Müller
d'Or,
award.
yeah.
Now people said that and then you know what's so good? The Ballon d'Or, they played all. I think he scored about 50 odd goals. They played all 50 goals right at that ceremony. If you look at that alone, that compilation, you'll be like, that can't be the best footballer in the world. That can't be the best footballer in the world. Lionel Messi's compilation video from the World Cup alone outweighed that entire 50-goal compilation.
Yeah, we know his goals aren't like nice to look at. I mean, it's not the type of goals that you're going to get from a Suarez or things. However, the guy just puts it in the back of the flipper net. Of course, it's not pleasing to watch him. It isn't. It's not. He'll score an acrobatic goal here and there. Yes, 100%.
So I hear the acrobatic shout. If he scored a lot of his goals like that Dortmund one, then fair enough. But that's still a rare occurrence. Most of them weren't that.
It is.
And even if he's one of those,
It
like,
is.
first-time finishers, that's fine. Just go look at that 50-goal compilation video. It's on the Ballon
But I
d'Or
still
channel. Go watch
like
it.
from my side, this guy, and I mean, he's only here for 3 seasons. What if he's here for 10? What? How many more? He's going to crack Alan Shearer's record.
Yeah, he might. I think he will. I think he definitely
If he
will.
stays, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it's
And then he'll climb up the list. Then.
because he's in a City system, where the goals just they flow freely like that. Like
we don't like this.
No, you're
I
right,
had the
that's just-
conversation. I had the conversation with Hamza regarding it from 2010 to 2026. It's unfortunate that the list has to be very City centric because they woke up from 2012. It's but we have to, because from that 6 Prems, you have to nitpick people from their team and think where you're going to put them on your list. So it's but this guy.
yeah.
Who's
But
next?
influence.
Cool. Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
Yeah.
we'll move
In
on.
at number 60.
Yeah, Raheem the Dream Sterling at 16, only 2 points ahead of Haaland. Only 2 points ahead of Haaland, even with the changes made. But he was an unbelievable player. 123 goals for 4 Premier Leagues.
Yeah.
And just to understand where everyone had him, I had him at 18th. Nawaz had him at 8th. And Uzi had him at 10th. And then everyone else didn't have him on the
I
list.
think you maybe got mine and the kills list mixed up.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
did.
think
I think you got it.
Have I got it mixed up?
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have him at 8th. I have him at 8th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, let me change the
I
names.
completely forgot about this guy. I can't even lie. I completely forgot about Raheem the Dream.
That's
Right.
what
I wonder
I'm thinking.
why.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a really good footballer until recently.
Yeah.
But he was good. Like I strongly believe that Bakayo
No.
Saka, Mac, I hope you're watching this. Bakayo Saka will never reach the heights of
Will
Raheem
never
Sterling.
reach this guy's 123
Genuine.
goals.
I think Raheem
4
Sterling was so
Premier
good.
Leagues. The guy should have won a Premier League with Liverpool before he even went to City. But the performance that this guy had, especially when it was him, Sane, Sterling, Aguero, insane play. Apart from his
That's
insane
good.
He was very
Spurs of
good.
UCL, but it was insane. The consistency that he had, he was in the team week in, week out for every single game. There was a time you couldn't touch Sterling. He's either gonna the dribbling, the finishing, the speed. No one wanted to run against him. And yeah, I mean, look at 4 Premier Leagues. And I know he was at City for what? How many years? 6, 5 more, maybe.
I don't know.
I think he was there for 7
14,
seasons.
15
He was
seasons.
there for 7 or 8
seasons.
seasons. Yeah.
7 seasons, 4 Premier League titles, 123 goals. And I mean, the team just kept developing after that again. But I mean, yeah, this guy, I mean, we could already see how good he was for Liverpool. And the moment he went to City, he just elevated his game with that coach.
I don't know if you guys remember the first season he played at City. He was like very poor, and so was De Bruyne. To be honest, they were not very poor,
Yeah,
but they were
they
like
just-
not very good. They both were like labeled as flops. But then that second season, I remember a buddy of mine
Yeah,
who
close.
actually converted from being a Man United fan to Man City fan. Right, I'll never let go of that. He told me he said Hamza, just watch Raheem Sterling. Look at his numbers. And his numbers after that, Pep Guardiola, like I don't think Raheem Sterling's that good, to be honest. But he became like an output machine, bro. Like he was getting goals, assists all the time. Like he was very efficient the way he played. He's like the ultimate modern day player of just like goals and assists, not playing that beautiful football, right? He's like basically a baby Salah. In my eyes, he's a baby Salah. In the sense of just goals, assists, output. But I mean, he can't score as many worldies, but that's how I'd look at him. I'd say Sterling is a baby Salah.
Yeah, also wasn't really that flary, to be fair.
But he was a good dribbler. He was good at dribbling.
He was. He is actually more like he's like a Doku in terms of the way he is. Okay, not the dribbling style, but like the pace and the direction to the player. Except that his output is just way better than Doku. So.
Yeah, and he almost won the player of the was it player of the year or Ballon d'Or in 2018-19? Yeah, no, it was player of the year.
Young player of
2018-19.
He won.
Yeah. So yeah, he had a
Who's
run.
next?
Didn't he win the young boy? You won that young boy award that Martial.
I believe so. Yeah.
Young boy. He did.
Yeah. He was solid. It's sad the way that he's ending now, but yeah, he's been a top player for a long time. But yeah, let's move on to 15th then. In 15 plates, we have Alisson.
Notice how he has a 1 goal there, by the way. I don't think any other goalkeeper not a goalkeeper on this list will even have this.
So when I was doing the stats, I almost put 0, and I was like, "Oh shoot, no, actually, he got a goal, didn't he? He got it at West Brom." But yeah, I had him at 14th. Nikhil had him at 12th. Nawaz had him in the list, and Uzi had him at 12th as well. So only Matt Richardson didn't have him on the list.
How do you not have Alisson Becker in your list, please?
Alisson makes a lot of mistakes. I feel. I don't know. Like.
Don't judge him on this.
I think of it now. Think about freaking 1920, 18-19 season.
18-19, he was the best goalkeeper in the world. 19-20, he was the best goalkeeper in the world. 2021, he had a bit of a fall off. 21-22, he was the best goalkeeper in the world.
Bro won the Yashin Trophy.
The first Yashin Trophy.
Crazy. The first Yashin Trophy, bro won. It's
maybe
insane.
I'm biased.
The guy has.
I've never really rated Alisson that highly that everyone else does. I don't think he's a bad goalkeeper. Like I think he's really, really good. I think it's just like, from me, I've always had like Liverpool opinions of him shoved down my throat. You know, like if I take that whole team, I think Alisson's like a important part of that, like that first title winning season of Liverpool's again. But I think like there's players that are better, that had more impact, that are like more crucial to it all.
Can
Like,
I tell you why
yeah,
Liverpool
but
fans probably told you that he was the most important? Because literally the season before, we were a goalkeeper away from winning the Champions League.
Yeah, I get it. He was like a missing piece. Yeah.
And also in the 13-14 season, I would say
Alisson
if we had
Becker
a
for
good
several
goalkeeper
seasons.
instead of Mignolet, we would have probably won the
Alisson
13-14
Becker for
also.
several seasons, best one-on-one. If someone's running one-on-one, Alisson Becker spreads his body, and you can't one-on-one. The amount of saves that this man has made against strikers has been insane. For several seasons, one-on-one, Alisson Becker, you just can't. You can't round him. You can't chip him. It's been very rare that something like that has happened, and that's what Liverpool had relied on for so long. I think because we were so inconsistent with the poor goalkeepers that we had. When Alisson came in, I mean, you look at now Mamadishvili and other goalkeepers that have come, still number one for us. And I mean, it's the defense right now in recent times that are letting him down, not him letting us down. Apart from the last game,
Nikhil, I think in sorry, some
Okay, bro.
Mac OS sort of. Sorry,
Yeah,
but
we're right,
I think all you need to say is that he is in this 2010 to 2026 period. I think he is one of two goalkeepers that is genuinely an all-timer. That's it. Other people are good for their eras. Alisson is a
the
genuine
deliveries
all-timer.
and the outputs and the long balls to Mo Salah or Sadio Mane
He's
and them
the-
that started counters was absolutely insane. The only person I felt maybe they could do it better was Edison. Maybe at times because his deliveries were world
But
class.
that's what separates him, though, isn't it? It's because
I actually
Edison
feel
had
like
his
Edison
ultimate
was-
trait.
Yeah,
But then
I feel
Alisson
like
was better
Edison edged-
overall.
Overall,
Yeah.
100%,
In terms of
yeah.
distribution, fair. In terms of distribution, fair. But overall, as a goalkeeper, this guy was a better shot stopper than Edison.
Yeah. No, I get you. I think that they were like really close together, like with how good they were. I think my preference would be Edison though, to have in my team over Alisson. I'd still take Alisson. Really good. But yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
You're
Alisson
Edison
got quite
over
a few
Alisson.
assists, by the way. I would like Edison probably has more assists.
Yeah.
But Alisson has assists also.
Yeah, 100%. Who's next?
But it's mad that it's mad that we're talking about goalkeepers and talking about assists. You know how crazy that is. Oh, God, it's
Yeah.
It just shows the delivery how good it is. Yeah.
Goalie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Cool.
let's move on to number 14. And 14. Okay, let me just make sure I got this correct. Let me make sure I got this correct.
I don't even know if you have my
Okay.
list at this point, bro.
So at 14, we have Vincent Company, right? And I will tell you here straight, two people didn't have him, right? And that was Uzi and Tristan, right? Which I can accept. But
I'm
two
seeing this
things.
consistency here with Uzi and Tristan not having the same players consistently. I'm seeing.
Nikhil,
I don't know if
I've
there
got a
was
bone
WhatsApp
pick with
call
you.
or something.
Nikhil, I've got a boat pick with you because I have him at 19th. I have him at 20th. Mac has him at 17. Nawaz has him at 11th. 11th or 9th, I think. You have him at 5th. The 5th best player since 2010 in the Premier League, according to Nikhil Singh on the Cop, is Vincent Company.
So for me, as I said, when I made the list and I looked at it, Company obviously 4 Premier League titles. He's been at Manchester City, I think from 2010 to 2019, 9 years. In that 9 years, 4 leagues, 2 PFA of the years. So that's why I just felt like, you know what, he's really high up there. I looked at the other people as well that we can put there, but I mean, as a defender, I put him that high as well, only because I looked at the actual defenders that were also there and how long they did it in that space of time.
You had him above Van
And
Dijk.
It was obviously I had him above.
You had him
I
above
didn't
Van
have
Dijk.
above Van Dijk. I didn't
Yes,
have
you did.
I know I had him above Van Dijk.
Check. You had him
Probably
above
about
Van
one.
Dijk.
Probably about one. But
You
yeah, but
had
then-
him
Stop
above
it,
Van
look at-
We
Dijk.
can't look at trophies only, bro. We can't look at trophies only.
I know.
This
This
I
guy
know,
wasn't
but-
even that good
This guy
defender.
was injured for like
But-
half the time he was here.
But if we said from 2010 till now, I mean, with 4 Prems, I couldn't, and also being a leader and 2 PFAs, for him and Van Dijk, I was just like, I felt like if I maybe put Van Dijk over him as well, I'm doing it because obviously Van Dijk, one of the best in the world as well, but now longevity and Premier Leagues, it was a tough one. But I mean, I feel like Company has to be there. He
Nikhil,
has
what I'm going to
to.
need from you, is can you just move like here? Can you move your head that way a little bit? Just because it's messing
Where?
up on the stream now. Just move it a bit to the right. Like move a bit like this way to the right.
This way.
Yeah. Do you know, as you can see behind that head, that Liverpool badge? Yeah. Can you just rip that off? Can you just rip that off the wall? Because the fact you
Yeah.
have him above Virgil van Dijk
Consistent.
is absolutely unbelievable.
This ain't the
Unbelievable.
first
to me.
time. This ain't the first time he's a fake loan defender. Just saying.
No.
Apparently, Leicester had a better season than any of Liverpool's title-winning seasons. Also.
No. I didn't say any. I just
But let
feel
me tell you, okay,
like
if I have to play devil's advocate for you, Nikhil, if I have to play devil's advocate, especially that 2012 season when City were hunting down Manchester United, this guy ended up scoring from that corner as well that ended up making City win United and put adding even more pressure.
plus
And
he
he had
scored
moments
that
like
goal.
against
Plus he scored that
Leicester,
goal
yeah,
against
for Liverpool.
Leicester. That smashing
So
thing.
he has
came
a
up
clutch
in those
trait.
moments.
He does have the clutch
Yeah.
trait.
This man
But
has
I
the
just think
clutch
as a
trait.
defender, let's not forget that Toby Alderweireld and Vertonghen kept this guy out of the national team for years as well. So obviously he wasn't really the best centre back if those two are keeping him out.
It's because he was injured all the time. And that's got to come into it. That's why I didn't put Reece James in this list, because he's just injured all the time. How can you put somebody who's injured half the time in the
Reece
list?
James!
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You have to at least play the games. Yes, he won 4 titles, but how much, like in that 2018-19 season, how much really did he play? Right? In that 2017-18, how much did he really play? The only one I can really talk about is 11-12 and 13-14. Well, that's all I can say about Company. But
Yeah.
he's on the. He deserves to be on the list. He deserves to be on the list. That's what I think most of us put him there. But
Question: does he deserve to be on the list over Trent Alexander-Arnold?
yes.
Yeah.
I think Arnold Trent did more. Yeah, it's hard to say now because he was the captain of City, right? And he was a really good leader. Even when you listen to him talk, so even if okay, we can't judge it now off of what he did behind the scenes, like in the dressing room and all of that. Like unfortunately, but Trent had so much impact on the pitch, you know.
Trent
Company
was
was
Liverpool
good.
system under Klopp, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Liverpool's struggling without Trent.
Yeah, I think if you take Trent out, right, I don't think that Liverpool win those titles. But if you take Company out, I think that City still win, right?
They said you won their first ever
I don't
Champions
know.
League without him.
Yeah. He balled in many UCL games. I mean, I don't want this to become a hating session because Company was really good. It was just the fact that I thought he was pretty high on your list, Nikhil. That's it. But yeah, let's move on to who's in the 13th position. Because I think this might ruffle a little bit of feathers. In 13th, we have David.
Oh, is this guy higher than Alisson?
And I will say...
No, he's on a 0 here.
Stupid saves.
I will say one thing, okay? Just in terms of, and then you guys can discuss. I had him at 8th. Nikhil had him at 20th. Nawaz had him at 20th. Uzi didn't have him on the list.
Oh my word!
Just kidding.
I swear I had him high.
Just kidding.
No.
He had him 5th. He had him 5th on an all-time list.
No.
Discuss.
Wait. Listen,
Stuff
I'm pretty sure he has the records for most saves without conceding in a singular game.
He was going
Yeah,
to
the one
honestly
against-
be an
the ones against
honorable
Arsenal.
mention
Right?
for me.
At one point, he was the best keeper in the world, best shot stopper, multiple FIFA Pro. I think was it 1 or 2 FIFA Pros or 11s. He won Premier League or was it United Player of the Year. He's been in PFA XIs multiple times. One of the best shot stoppers. One of the best shot stoppers from you can say when he came to the Prem in 2013 up until he left United. He won the Golden Glove on multiple occasions.
This man
I mean,
save the
to be honest,
Titanic.
no, he in those banter years, really between 2013 and 2017,
He's the
I
reason
generally
United
think
were relevant.
I thought him and Courtois were the 2 best keepers in the world. I think there was no
100%.
question about that.
100%.
There's
De
a
Gea
reason
could
Real
save
Madrid
anything.
wanted to build on him. There's a reason Real Madrid wanted to
Yeah.
build on him. It's just the fact machine broke, which I'm grateful for.
I'm not, because if they'd got De Gea, then Courtois would have stayed and we would have built a dynasty. So I'm almost annoyed that De Gea didn't go to Real Madrid because he was
it's
a
unfortunate he
baller for
only
United.
came into
He
that
has
last
been
season
definitely
when
from
Ferguson
2010 till now, arguably one of the best players that United ever had. Because without him, I think they would have been way worse off. And I mean, he stayed through so much of shit, so much of different players, so much of mixed defenses, but the guy was still consistent. Like I mean,
He
as
had
much as
Phil
United would lose,
Jones
this
and Chris
guy will still come out with like a 6, 7
Jones
out of 10
and Chris
performance.
Smalling, bro.
Yeah.
Phil Jones and Chris Smalling scoring own goals. And this man
He was so good.
He had Lukaku
honestly,
who score an own goal against Arsenal, and he saved that
I
Arsenal
think it's-
game, bro. That
I think
triple
it's
save.
Yeah. I think it was like 14 saves that game. 14. I think it was 14 or 15
he
saves.
matched the record for most saves in a game without conceding.
I mean,
As you
after
said, Nikhil, he could save the
because
Titanic.
I VAR'd it. I VAR'd that. Tim Krul actually did it first, by the way, for Newcastle.
Still matched it.
Oh, Newcastle. But
Newcastle.
no, I think
What?
to be honest, his peak was better than Alisson's peak. During that time, he was definitely better than Alisson.
No ways.
I think.
Nah,
I think that's very fair to say.
People are forgetting De Gea wasn't even that good on the ball, bro, and he wasn't commanding from corners. Literally, Alisson.
No, he was the better keeper than Alisson was.
Football out of it as a keeper. He's the best.
Yeah, Alisson was literally he acted like he wasn't good at one-on-one shot stopping.
Listen,
No, I'm not.
Alisson is good, right? He's good.
De Gea only has big feet, bro.
Bro, De Gea used to pull out saves you didn't think would happen. That volley from outside the box against Everton, where it's sailing top corner, he has no right to save. He pulls it out. Against
The one
Arsenal,
against us.
That triple save. That one against Suarez where he just sticks his hand out. Bro, hit a cracker at him. One Mata, he pulled it out the corner. Multiple occasions, he's pulling it out the top.
Look how to scoring hat-tricks, but yeah, I mean, hectic.
He kept United relevant for a big period of time.
Yeah, I mean, I would go as far as saying
there
might be got relegated.
I would have said probably like
in this
early
whole
stages, like you
era
said, early stages, like you said, he was a flop in the early stages, your own words. And then I would say between 2015, maybe even 2016 only. 2016 up until 2018, that's like 2 seasons, bro, where he was really seen as the best goalkeeper in the world.
Even now, I was just thinking.
Alisson's been better for like 5 years in a row.
Even like what's the thing? Up until 10, Hag pushed him out the door. He was still one of our most consistent players. Probably the most consistent. He had his flops here and there, but other than that, he's probably the most consistent player.
I'll be honest with you. I think he definitely did have those moments where he pulled out outrageous saves. But I think when you look at a player, you look at them as a whole. Not just why do people look at a midfielder as a whole player and not the goalkeepers also? As a goalkeeper, this guy was good at doing his job, fair enough. But I think Alisson could do what De Gea could do, but do more on top of that.
No, it's a different generation, man. It's a different generation. Like when De Gea was like being a keeper, right? You didn't need to play on the ball, really. It was only until Edison and Alisson came away where there was a new transition. That's why Chelsea bought Kepa for 70 mil. Like saving, he's not that good, but with his feet, apparently he was meant to be amazing. Like it's different. You can't talk about De Gea with the ball at his feet because that's not what he was bought for in 2009 or 2010 when he came to Man United. He was terrible.
Yeah, but he was a kid.
He helped them win a league. When he helped them win a league,
he was a kid back then.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he was bought for his unbelievable shot stopping. Right, and he continued to prove that for a good 10-year period in the Premier League, which I mean I don't think you can really sniff at, to be honest.
Because that's why we shoved him out the door for Onana, bro.
It's not to say he stopped playing after. It's not to say he stopped playing when Alisson and Edison came in. He could still play. He was still there. If anything,
no, but it's in like
he could have adapted.
He's not going to change. He's not going to change his game at 30, is he? You know what I mean? Like Alisson and Edison play the way they play now. They're not going to change the way that they play. You know what I mean? At 30 years old, why would they change the way they play?
As a goalkeeper, what more are we asking? As a goalkeeper, we just asking him to be able to pass the ball better. He couldn't do that.
No, but it wasn't just that. It was properly play with the feet. Yeah, it was properly played.
All he had to do was just play. He literally had to just pass left and right. He couldn't do that. He literally lost the ball.
Bro, I think that's demeaning what Alisson and Edison are doing by going, it's pass the ball left and right. That's not how it is.
No, I'm saying why De Gea couldn't even do that. I'm saying De Gea couldn't even do it.
But you're saying just pass it left or right. That's not all he would
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. That's all. I'm saying he couldn't even do that though. But he couldn't even do that.
By the way, we bought Onana and David De Gea still had a better distribution than Onana, who was supposed to be one of the best in the world with his feet. So
I got a better distribution than Onana. It's fine.
But that's what I'm saying. We shoved out a pure shot stopper who was who won the Golden Glove in the Premier. We shoved him out and we bought some random Don who was good with his feet. He couldn't save a ball and he couldn't kick a ball.
That just sounds like poor recruitment. All I'm saying is our fan base hasn't called for this guy our goalkeeper to leave.
He was in a Champions League. He took Inter to a Champions League final, but he couldn't replicate it in the Prem. In the Serie A, he was dubbed as one of the best keepers in the league. So, and in the Champions League, he was dubbed as one of the best. So,
Well, yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on to 12th.
Shoulder.
And 12th, we have Riyad Mahrez. Just to run through who had him where. I had him at 11th. So did Nikhil. Mac had him at 12th. Nawaz had him in at 16 or 15. And Ozzy and Tristan didn't have him on the list.
I actually forgot about
Consistency
him. I can't lie.
continues between these two. The consistency.
Let's get on interested in it, was it? That's
I
all I
forgot,
on, mate.
bro. Listen, now I saw my list on Saturday and he was telling me I missed out a lot of players. And I'm like, shit, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the
yeah.
first of 3 stinkers.
This man, Riyad Mahrez, we thought we saw him at peak maybe for Leicester City when he was doing the things and feeding Jamie Vardy. Then he came to freaking Manchester City, Mr. Drop the Shoulder, cut in, cut right, cut left, cut right, aka Aspilicueta Nightmares. The guy was so phenomenal for them, as Sterling was as well. But I mean, in and out consistent in the team, solidified his position on that right. And I mean, the output was it was there. He did what he needed to do when he needed to do it. His dribbling was so good. His free kicks ended up being so good as well, I think. But yeah, when Riyad Mahrez cut in on that left foot, you cooked with that finesse.
Yeah, I'm 5 Prem titles. I mean, one thing I would say, Tristan Ozzy, genuine question. Why is he not on your list?
Why? With 5 Prems, why?
I honestly just forgot that about him, honestly speaking. I just forgot about him.
Okay, not good enough.
Yeah.
But
From my
So
side,
now I have to put him in the corner. I have to put him in the corner now. So now that you know about him, who drops from your list?
Wait, let me pull up my list real quick. 1 second.
Okay, why are you pulling that
But
up?
Tristan, tell us why you didn't have him in.
no, Mahrez is really good.
Please tell us.
I really, really liked him as a player. He was amazing. And I actually, one of my mates that I asked about at the time, they were like, why don't you put in Mahrez? And I was like, really good. But it was just, I don't know, like in my top 20 since 2010. Like, I think, you know what ruined it all for me was him going to Saudi. Because it was like, this guy is so good. Why the hell is he going to Saudi? What for? So I think once that happened, my image of him was just kind of ruined, and I've written him out of everything because he was really, really, really good. But I can't respect him anymore. That's actually what I want to say. That's why he's not in my top 20. Yeah.
I have an
because
answer for you.
He's Leicester team beat to the Premier League title in 2015.
Yeah. Amazing, bro.
I played in a 2-horse race.
Yeah, I mean that as well. But Mahrez was really good. But then I think even at his peak, he then went to Saudi. And it's like, were Madrid not interested? Were Barca not interested? Bayern weren't interested?
Yeah, but as
what's
Max
going on?
As Max said, he was 33 or 34 when he made the move. So at that point, he's won everything. He's won everything.
Ronaldo's
Barcelona
41.
are not going to stiff around him. He's not going to go to a top European team, bro. Let him sail on into the sunset. He won the Champions League and was like, yeah, I'm done now.
Yeah.
But so Uzi, what was your answer? What was your answer?
He probably would. You see, okay, Sterling would move 1 up. Oh shit! I see my list is a bit juffy over here. But anyway,
Yes, we know that. We know that. In 2
I'm
places
just
time,
looking
you're
into
gonna know
that.
that.
Yeah, I see. But like he dropped
Okay.
out for Ozil, and like I'd shift a couple players top.
Okay, so at least
if
you've
we
got
had to
that.
do this, if we had to do this in future, I'd do a list proper.
Yeah. Well, I want to get to the top 10 because the top 10 is interesting. So we'll move through it. So
Yeah,
we'll
let's
move
go, guys.
into
Let's go.
11. We'll move into 11. And this one is a big player, top player. Matt had him in at 7th, I believe. Nikhil, Nawaz, myself, and Ozzy all had him in. Tristan didn't have him on the list. And Nawaz, if you can move this along. Bro fell asleep. If you can move this along, we have Sadio Mane.
Mario
With
Mane.
111
This is
goals,
too
1
low,
Premier League.
man. This was too low. Okay,
40 points. Well,
sorry,
discuss.
homepage. Yeah.
No, discuss.
I mean-
Discuss. Everyone had him on the list, apart from
I want to
Tristan,
know.
and
Tristan.
Mac had him the highest. Mac had him the highest.
Tristan.
I want to know
what's
from
going on,
Tristan.
No.
What's
I
going
should have
on,
put him
bro?
in. I should have put him in. I think I just didn't think about him. But
But he went Saudi though.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Yeah.
As soon
No, I
as they
should have
moved
put him
to
in.
Saudi,
He
you're
was
like,
really
you're
good.
dead to
He
me.
was more important. Yeah. No. Yeah, I know I said that, but actually, like, I think Mane was more important. Hey, this is a hot take, but yeah, I think Mane was actually more important for Liverpool than Salah in some ways. I feel. Um, I think Mane was the first Salah. Like, before Salah came in scoring, Mane was tearing it up. So
Yeah,
I
16,
think if
17.
if Liverpool don't get Mane, I don't know if they pull in Salah, because after Liverpool got him, it was Firmino, Mane, and they were like tearing it up. Like what I'm trying to say is, I don't think they finish where they finish without Mane, and they're not as attractive as a team to pull in players like Salah without
Yeah,
Mane.
they
So I should have put
needed
him in.
Mane to come for Salah. They needed Mane.
Yeah.
I agree. They did, and he peaked
That's what
before.
I'm
I
trying to
remember
say.
having conversations in 18-19 about who's better, Mane or Salah, and I was the only one that said Salah. So Mane did peak before him, but yeah, I mean, he was unbelievable at Southampton as well. Quickest Premier League hat trick of all time as well.
Quickest hat trick.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, and that
the
falls
thing
within
is-
2010. Falls within 2010 range.
it does. It does. So look,
When was that? Like
My take-
2013? No.
2014.
Yeah.
14, yeah.
I should have put him in. Sorry, guys. That was a bad one.
it's okay.
It's okay, we forgive you.
It's okay.
But even like funny enough, the kit is in. Like even that year, Firmino started, phasing out of the team. We bought Luis Diaz, and then Sadio Mane playing as the 9 also really helped Liverpool push further.
Absolutely.
For that
His
quadruple
Champions
charge.
League run as
The
well.
Champions
Didn't he
for
get second in
Liverpool
Ballon d'Or when he was in
the-
this kit?
Yeah, he got
No.
second in Ballon d'Or.
No,
Yeah.
This one. This kid.
Yeah.
Was it-
Because
Was it, or was it when we almost won the league? I mean, no, when we did win the league or won the Champions League, that he was second. Not that.
no, remember we won the FA Cup, we won the Carabao Cup, second in the Prem, yes, second in Champions League. You won AFCON this year, so he had a
He was
madness.
second.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then when I think when Van Dijk lost it to Messi, I think Mane was third or fourth in that.
Yeah, Mane was up till so. Mane actually has more, on average, higher Ballon d'Or rankings than Salah, I believe, which is funny.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it
that's,
shows what play styles. It shows play styles are important. Aesthetics are important. Sadio Mane, I think anyone
Yeah.
can watch him and enjoy him. Salah, you watch him and
Yeah.
you're like, I mean, it's kind of ugly, but it gets the job done, so who cares? Like Arsenal, kind of ugly, definitely ugly, gets the job done.
Yeah, this man was just too pivotal to Liverpool, and I still, it hurts today for me. One of the hardest transfers ever to see him when he had to leave, because I mean he got us to that final, beat Villarreal, scored a goal there as well. So excited for the final. I mean, the shot that he took where it hit the bottom post in the UCL final, that was like one of the most painful moments ever, because he deserved it. And they interviewed him. They told him, "Will you be at Liverpool?" He's like, "Let's play this final first, and we'll see." So I don't know if he was still going to go if we won it, but we'll never know. But you know what? Congrats to him. Up till today, AFCON winner. Sadio Mane has to be in everyone's team.
To be honest, I thought Sadio Mane was going to be higher on this list, to be honest. But we'll move into the top 10 because I'm excited for this.
Top
the
10
guy
now.
who starts off the top 10.
Yeah, let's go.
Because
Top
it's-
10 in the Premier League.
Yeah, number 10 is Wayne Rooney. 208 goals over his time, 2 Premier League titles, has 53 points, which was 13 more points than Mane. This is where there's a big jump in total points because people start seeing him as the best. So I'm going to walk through the numbers. I had him in at 17, 18, same as Nikhil. Nawaz had him at 9. Tristan had him at 6. And Uzi, if I'm looking at this number correctly, had him at number 1. Best Premier League player since 2010 is Wayne Rooney.
Listen, wait, listen. It's because of
This
the
is not
United
from
bias.
2000. It's not from
Yeah.
2000 to 2010. This. It's
Listen,
from
let me
2010
have
to
my
2026.
let me have my flow, and I'll give you why.
Okay, man.
Just because he was on the FIFA
Yeah,
covers.
okay.
He was on the FIFA covers from 2010 up until 2020.
That should count.
And
09, he was
That
at
is a
09.
stat.
Oh, nice. But you see, it's the United bias here. Yeah, growing up, he was the player that, as a United fan, you idolized. Top all-time United goal scorer in that period between 2010 to when was it? 2017 that he broke the record. Obviously, he fell
2017,
off.
yeah, away at Stoke.
He
2017,
fell
yeah.
off he probably fell off a lot in 2014, you could say. That's when obviously the obvious drop off was there. But
so what you're saying is his 4-year peak meant that he was number one.
Just as a United fan, yeah, that's the way the bias comes in. Plus, him being United's all-time top goal scorer, being at the time he was second all-time Premier League top goal scorer. Now he's third, behind Harry Kane and obviously Alan Shearer.
Yeah, well, obviously 2 things. I appreciate you for absolutely ruining the list and having him 10th. But also, if you had him in a more normal position, I think he still would have made 10th because there was a 13-point gap between Mane and Wayne Rooney. But yeah, interesting, very interesting. What are we thinking about Ozzy's ball knowledge so far? Having gone through this list, and he has Ozil, Bruno Fernandes, De Gea, and Rudy in his top 8. Those 5 players.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if we have to do this in future, I'd make a better list because I'm looking at my list and I'm thinking, what was I thinking when I sent you this? I was under some weird stress or something when I sent you that.
You probably just gave him the list because you needed to give it to him, and you were like, these players.
Probably I sorted some stuff out and I just shot it, bro.
But yeah.
No, I was next to me when I sent you the list, bro. You even looked at me with a side eye.
Yeah, bro, I was very disappointed.
You've missed some players. I'll be honest. Ozzy, we'll walk through it, but you have missed some players. But yeah, let's move on to let's move on to number 9. Because I think this is where like you're seeing a big separation between like, okay, the rest and the best. Right, this is where it starts. So number 9, we have N'Golo Kante. Highest ranking was me. I had him in 5th. And Mac, Nikhil, Nawaz had him at pretty same level between like 7th and 11th. Ozzy had him in 15th, and Tristan didn't have him in the list at all. So,
Tristan, what's going on, brother?
This one I debated. Debated because I wanted to put him in.
One of the best GMs in the world from his time, from Leicester till he left Chelsea. Best GM
this guy doesn't have a bad game. He does not have a bad game.
He was a 7 out of 10 every day of the week.
I agree. But it's that thing of why the hell did he go to Saudi after still being one of the best positions? I can't
his hamstrings were done, Tristan. His hamstrings were done, honestly. His hamstrings were done, bro.
He's left Saudi.
Absolutely.
He's in the Turkish league now. Please put him in your list. He's in the Turkish league now. He's
no,
left
bro,
Saudi.
that's the thing. I can't respect it. When the players go, like, you know, there's players that end off at your massive clubs. And then there's players that just go lower and lower and lower down. And it's like, what happened to them? Were they really that great?
All I know is Tristan will never perform Umrah. Like now
I'll never?
Man, you'll never perform Umrah. You'll never go to Saudi for whatever reason.
No, if Tristan goes to Saudi, that means he's finished.
I don't know how you're interested.
You'll never
Tristan,
know
they will show this video. They will show this video at customs. They'll be like, "Is this you, sir?" And then you'll be like, "Okay, shit."
Listen, Mr. Sheikh of Saudi.
You know it'll be funny.
Please let me in. I love your country. I want to live there one day. Don't deny me. Don't be a Donald Trump.
The funniest thing ever would be is if Sancho signs for Saudi. I will die if he goes to Al Hilal or something.
Yes,
it's not like I rated Sancho that highly, but yeah.
But I just want to say about Kante. I had him the highest. I had him the highest by like 3 places. For me, I think like there is a top 5, 6, and then the rest are just like you can debate them. I'm very surprised Kante wasn't higher on a lot of lists, especially Max and especially Nikhil's. I really thought you'd have Kante a lot higher because he won the league at Leicester, then changed clubs and won the league for Chelsea. And he helped Chelsea win the Champions League. He was basically the best player on that run. Incredible. Yeah. From start to finish. Usually injuries screwed him too many times. N'Golo. Kante.
But I'm surprised Jorginho ain't here because Jorginho was actually Chelsea's best player that season. Almost won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, slipped my mind. I can't lie, slipped my mind. If, you know what? If in that time Chelsea won a Premier League, he would be on this list. But it was just we haven't won a Premier League for like 10 years.
Nawaz, never forget, Jorginho left Chelsea to go to Arsenal to win the Premier League as well.
Yeah.
He went to the bottle jobs. He went to the bottle jobs to win the Premier League, then realized, you know what, these guys are just schmucks. Let me leave. So, you know, everyone makes bad decisions, man. You can't live off one bad decision. But yeah, so that is our number 9. So let's move into the top 8. And in 8th, we have David Silva.
Greatness,
Nikhil.
greatness.
Nikhil had him at 3rd. Mac had him at 5th. Nawaz had him at 6th. I had him at 8th. And Uzi and Tristan didn't find space for him on their list.
Oh,
No.
What's going on
I
here,
swear
boys?
I had David Silva. I swear I had David
What's
Silva.
going on here, boys?
You did not
We
have
might need to
David
audit
Silva.
this.
You know,
Uzi,
Yeah.
Tristan, get to
bro.
the stand. You guys should just
Yeah,
stay at
yeah,
the
yeah.
stand, right?
No,
This
wait,
is bad.
wait,
10 seasons.
Hey,
wait.
10
let me-
seasons in the Premier League. 10 seasons.
Let me
Please
explain
help me.
myself.
Manchester,
Let me explain as well.
Guardiola, please.
Let me explain myself. I had him in my original list. Then remember it was a top 15 I sent you, Hamza. And then when I added too many players and I was taking out, I took him out by mistake. I swear I had him
He's
in my
not in
top
your
10.
first 15, bro. I'm calling
He's
him
in
Oh
in your
my
first 15.
goodness!
He's not here. You
He
had
is-
Rooney, Aguero, Hazard, De Gea, KDB, Bruno,
There's
RBP,
it here,
Ozil, Sterling,
broski.
Haaland,
I'm
BBD,
looking
Trent,
at it.
Rashford.
He was under
BBC
Hazard,
what?
David Silva, then David De Gea.
It said David
When
De
it
Gea.
said-
It says no,
It
bro.
says
It
David
says
Silva
David De Gea.
there. Wait. Look, I'm gonna
Have a-
show
have a
this
look
on
at
the
that.
TikTok.
Rooney,
Look at this.
Aguero, Hazard, De Gea. Where
Look
is
on
David
the
Silva?
TikTok. Look on the TikTok. Are you blind?
Oh yeah, I want to make a screen bigger. I want to make a screen bigger.
Make my screen bigger. Let me flip this camera, bro.
Come, go for it. RBP,
Yes.
David
show
De
my-
Gea below David Silva.
Let me show my this is what I have right here.
Okay, here's Hamza's now. Here's Hamza's. David De Gea is there. Oh shit, but where's David Silva? I don't see a David Silva.
In my first list that I sent to you was there.
This is your first list, bro.
No,
Why am I
bro.
hearing
Go.
some ASMR shit, bro?
It appears
Go
that
to
Zuckerberg
private.
is inputting the messages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegations,
Like,
allegations.
I think when I sent you the edited list, I forgot about him.
Where would you have him above Ozil or Van Persie, or would
I'd
he
have
be
him-
below
I'd
in
have
sort
him
of like
above
19th, 20th
Ozil.
position?
I'd have him above
Okay.
Ozil.
A lot of players
Honestly.
above Ozil now.
Yeah. I can see the lapse in judgment from Sunday's episode with Mac trying to brainwash me.
But Tristan,
Ozil.
why did you not have him in your list?
I'm trying to think of excuses. I thought about him, right? And
You can't go Saudi. You can't go to the Saudi one.
No,
You're
no, no.
"Oh, I hate
No. I
What?
absolutely
Please,
respect David Silva.
please do not say because he
David
went
Silva-
bald. Please don't say because.
I was about to say that because he went bald.
One of only 2 such players that have a statue outside the stadium. Also.
So
Bro,
yeah.
10,
I should have put him
10.
in. I should have put him in. He's great. And you know, whilst we were going through this whole list, I thought about David Silva before, and I wanted to put him in, but I was like, okay, let me just think of other players because he was like an obvious in a way, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't end up putting him in. And whilst this whole thing is going on, and even after I submitted, I'm like, David Silva. I left out David Silva. And I'm saying to myself, I hope other people maybe kind of just forgot about him because he's actually like he's
You
up
know
there.
you could rely on your boy, bro.
And I'm gonna be slandered if I don't have David Silva. But even through the whole list, I'm like David Silva. So it was bad from me. But it was also like I did put somebody over Silva who was just my favorite, like another City replacement for him. I don't know if he's gonna come up still. I hope he's there.
I don't know if he's
Okay,
going to
hold
come
on.
up, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't-
It was Yaya Toure. I put Yaya Toure.
Paulinho. Dele Alli.
So,
No, I put-
actually, Noaz, before you move along,
Chadley.
Nikhil, you put him in at third. Why have you got him
Kill
at
you,
third?
bring me a third. Oh my goodness.
Put him at third.
You're not even that good, bro.
Okay,
Let's be honest.
so for me personally, even from watching Spain and everything, David Silva for me is one of the best midfielders I have ever watched. I think the way I watched him play past the ball, his IQ was so good and he was just so smooth on the ball. I felt like I rarely ever watched David Silva lose the ball. Plus, just as a footballer, he was just one of those players that nobody hated. When you talk about David Silva, people always had something good to say about the guy. This like seen him get sent off. I've never seen him like get into shit or anything that like. And also 10 seasons. When we're talking about this, I feel he is one of the go-to players that we need to look at when it comes to David Silva because, as we said, he's been there for 10 seasons. I think he's won 4 Premier Leagues, 5 League Cups, almost 100, I think, Premier League assists, or 90 plus or so, multiple PFA Player of the Years, and he went through 3 managers, Mancini, Pellegrini, and Guardiola, and I think he won titles with all of them. So for me, from 2010 to 2020, he did it in so many different types of teams. The consistency was just there. So I just felt like, also just winning those 4 Premiers and just the way he was as a player. And I'm using a little bit of biasness here as well. He is one of my favorite midfielders ever. So that's why I had him that high. And I just feel 10 years, it's really good.
I think 3 is a bit high, but I can hear why you have him quite high, to be honest. Because, you're right. He's called Merlin for a reason, He can. I remember when he played against Blackpool in one of his first couple of games. Yeah. He played Blackpool in his first couple of games, and I remember watching him thinking, "Oh my god, the board doesn't move. Like it sticks to his foot. It doesn't move. Like he could just walk through anybody. He was a ridiculous player." But David Silva in the 8th position.
Yeah,
this player.
What a player!
There was a game against the Spurs as well when he just signed, and I think they beat us, and I was like, "Fuck, man, who is this guy?" Yeah.
It was that red and black strip. I don't even remember the black and red strip.
I remember that game clearly. I think we lost 6-0.
For me, it was that one pass when they beat Manchester United, and Balotelli did the "why always me" for that 6th goal. David Silva chested the ball, flicked it, I think, on the volley, and the pass was insane. It was insane. And then the commentators were like, "Couldn't be 6, could it? It could, It was mad. Really, really.
He was essentially City's first magician. He was the first magician.
Exactly. He was a magician. He is a magician. It's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. At times when I used to watch Spain play and it was Xavi and Iniesta, Busquets, I would think to myself, where can you fit David Silva in here? He needs to be in there.
Go back, Noaz. Yeah.
But no, but it's cool. Let's go to the next one. Let's go.
Yeah. But so moving on to number 7, Noaz loves to kill the suspense, right? We had midfield in general, his partner, Yaya Toure. So just to run through the numbers again on Mr. Yaya Toure, I had him at 7th, Matt had him at 6th, Nikhil had him at 7th, Noaz had him at 12th, and Uzi didn't have him in, and Tristan had him in at 9. 9 or 8. I can't remember which one. But
okay, so this is who I put above Silva, or over Silva. I just didn't want to have too many City players in, but I should have put Silva. I'm sorry.
It became that.
That's why I said
me and Nikhil had the conversation.
Yeah.
This is basically a City list plus the others. City and the others. That's what this is. But Yaya Toure, I think for me, had a higher peak than David Silva, but didn't last as long. But that 13-14 season and the 14-15 and the 12-13, those 3 seasons, my God. When people talk about Paul Pogba, there's more United fans than City fans. When people talk about Paul Pogba, this is who United fans, I think in their head. They think that Pogba is Yaya Toure. When Yaya Toure was Yaya Toure. So give the man his flowers. He went out in a weird way because he didn't get a birthday cake, right? But I mean, when he was on it, he was it.
Can we imagine for a second if Yaya Toure didn't have a falling out with Pep? Like how long his career would have went, the impact he would have had. I think City would have had a couple of Champions Leagues before. Okay, maybe I'm
Bro can shoot in slow motion and have 99 shot power. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He also was one of the centurions, by the way.
Where did he go after City?
Oh, Greece or something, bro. He went to some weird team.
I think his career was ruined though.
He's a highest ranking centre mid on this list
for a long time.
I think at that point with the falling out, he was done though. With football at the highest level, no.
True, he was still their best player.
If he went to a very bums league, bro.
I said something earlier when we started off Prem de la Creme. I think Hamza looked at me funny, so I'm going to bring it back. Right? I'm going to bring it back. Yeah, Toure, just because of the way he's built and stuff. Yeah, people don't want to even like you're talking about Pogba. I feel like he was like Pogba, like in the sense where he could do the dribbles as well. People didn't talk about Yaya Toure about dribbling, but that was one of his best traits. People talk about the shooting, the physicality, the box-to-box ability, but he was also someone, I think he was the African Kaka. That's what I was saying.
Bro, I agree. And honestly, I agree because now I see the way people talk about him. The way people talk about Pogba is the way they talk about Toure. The way people compare Declan Rice to Yaya Toure, I think it's just like, it's so disrespectful. It's not even like, I understand you need to have debates on social media and you've got to make content, but that is just disrespectful talking about Yaya Toure in the same breath as Declan Rice, in the same breath as any midfielder in the world right now. If Yaya Toure was playing right now, I don't think it's a stretch to say he'd be the best midfielder in the world by a good distance.
I think he would suit the modern game a lot, better than his time.
I have a question for Tristan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shoot.
Okay, going back to your whole hatred for Saudi thing. Because Toure left City and he went to Greece, how do you rate him that highly then? If
No,
you're going off
okay.
whatever you were arguing about the whole leaving the league.
I think he was old though, man. I think he was old.
Yeah, he was past
situation.
it. He was past it, like at that point, no?
In my
I'm just
opinion, this is a
touching
different
back there.
situation, right? Toure, so Pep comes in and immediately freezes out Toure. But Toure doesn't play for anyone during that time. He doesn't go out on loan. He just sits, not even on bench. It's like reserves for a long time. So by the time he's playing again, he's gonna go to some unknown team.
He could have went to Everton. He could have.
No, but
stayed in
Uzi,
the Prem. He could have
Uzi,
been
just a
lower in the
VAR
league.
check that. Just a VAR check that. He was so done physically. After he left Man City, he played a total of 16 games.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
16
saying.
games.
Like
Total.
that's why I'm saying he was done. But I'm touching back on what you were saying about the players leaving and going to Saudi to play. I'm just touching back on that.
I don't
Like
think it's the
how-
same situation. Mahrez leaves by choice.
Kante
Kante
left
leaves
also
by
because he's
choice.
done, bro. He's late now.
No.
Can't run at the Prem.
But now Kante is back. in
Yeah,
Europe.
true.
He's back.
Yeah. So I think those other two were by choice. This is not Toure's choice to go and play for some Greek team.
No, I mean he played for
only
Olympiacos
option he's
before.
got left.
I think it was going back to him. I think it was just to go back to Greece. But to be fair, they were all close. So David Silva, you had 60 points. Yaya Toure had 64, and Kante had 55. So if anybody made like a big jump for any of those guys, honestly, like if you went for Yaya Toure instead of Rooney, Ozzy, Yaya Toure moves into a higher echelon. But let's move on to the last guy outside of the top five. And
You guys, you won't believe who's in sixth. Let me just build up some suspense real quick, okay? Because I did a poor job for number 7. So guys, oh my word, number 6, the one, the only 5 players better than him.
Harry Kane. He finishes in 6th. And I've got a bomber. I've got a bomber here, right? I had him in at 9th. Matt had him in at 4th. Nawaz had him in at 4th. Tristan had him in at 4th. Uzi had him in at 11th, I believe. And Nikhil didn't have him on the list.
Crazy!
No, it was. I forgot. Yeah.
Second most
that was
goals
my
in Prem
mistake.
history, bro.
No,
if
he
he
has
stayed
to
in the
be
Prem,
there.
he would have
I don't know.
smashed Alan Shearer's
The only
record 2
player-
seasons ago.
Yeah.
I don't think you used the
was
forgot
my
excuse
mistake.
on
No, he has to.
Harry Kane.
You
Yeah.
can't
I don't think
use
you
that
can
on
use the
Harry
forgot
Kane.
excuse on Harry Kane. You
Yes,
can't
yes.
use I forgot on Harry Kane.
How many
So what
golden
happened there,
boots?
Nikhil?
The first player also to win the
Countless,
Golden
bro.
Boot won the Playmaker Award, by the
I
way.
knew somebody was missing. Hey,
Yeah.
I actually, while we were going through this from like 2019, 18, I'm looking at my list and I'm like, where is Kane? Oh shit. But let me see. Maybe Tristan's with me. Did Kane go to Saudi?
Good
No,
one.
my flop. Yeah, he has to be. I'm a dumbass for that.
Look, if he stayed in the Prem, he breaks the all-time record, right?
Yeah. I mean, his
Yeah,
willingness,
he's not
I think
far from it. Also,
He wasn't
can still
far.
come
willingness
in-
and his big game performances made him, for me, outside. If he performed better in big games, I don't even care if he won stuff. If he performed better in big games, I would have had him much higher. But I'm surprised, Tristan, you didn't have him like super high. How come you had him at 4th and not like 3rd or 2nd or 1st?
First,
No
I've
podium,
got a
yeah.
player. I think, in my opinion, the only player that's like a better striker than him. Okay, I won't name it now. Why did I put him at 4th? I think it's just because of he hasn't won any trophies with us. So I think if he had that, then I think I would have every excuse to put him at 1 and not have to defend myself, you know? But I think 4th is fair for him. And I'm actually really happy with this overall ranking. Like, out of top 20 players, like, he's got an amazing amount of goals. Super output for us, our most important player.
Some might say that's a very Spurs mentality to celebrate 6th.
But I think he might be the highest on everyone's list here. Way a player didn't win the Prem.
I'm grateful you guys didn't put him lower. Is what I'm trying to say.
He's still
because of
he's very
because
good,
of the
bro.
trophies.
He can do everything a striker needs, bro. He can assist. He can score. What more do you need from him?
That's the thing. That's why I said as a footballer, he's so much
Very
better
well
than Erling
rounded.
Haaland, bro. This guy is better than most 10s. He's a striker. He's better than most 10s.
Bro goes back and what, like in Bayern games, he's making slide tackles and then he's pinging a 40-yard pass.
Facts.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
He's a proper player. I think David Silva and up is basically just like the upper echelon and everybody else. But yeah, we had Harry Kane at 6. Now moving into the top 5, and I'm gonna enjoy this one.
Here's it gets spicy now.
In
Top 5.
5th position, right? It gets tight. But before you show this, I want to say nobody had him above 6th place. Okay, so drum roll, please. In 5th position, we have Virgil van Dijk.
Okay. Yeah, he's a top 5 player though. He's a top 5.
Yeah, highest position 6th. Lowest position was Uzi, who had him in at 14th. But this is the first player everybody had on the list.
First
player with everyone on the list.
Flop, Uzi, explain yourself, Uzi. 14.
Because when I was standing next to you and I'm just adding players in.
14 is just crazy.
Bro
That's
was
why I said to
panicking
you
like he's setting his
recently.
FPL.
But Uzi, I know we're talking a lot about like you making changes to your list. If you had to make another change, obviously another one of your 100 changes that you're making, where does Van Dijk go now on your list?
Oh, VVD. Okay, he'd go behind Kane.
What's that?
I think
7. Oh, in your list. Sorry.
11th. Flop.
Yeah.
You would only go up 3 places. Oh my god.
Where did I?
Okay, because like I'm saying, you take out Ozil, you put David Silva, and you just move it.
This guy's an old timer. Like, Hamza was talking about Alisson being an old timer. Alisson is an old timer, right? He's not just belonging in this list. Van Dijk doesn't belong just in this list.
They just bias me because I'm a United fan, and even though he's a great player, I just hate him.
Because he's so good.
Because he's good. Because he's good. I would have loved to have him instead of Maguire.
No shit, bro.
Whoa. Nobody wants your 2008 Honda, bro. Nobody wants your 2008 Honda. Nobody wants that shit.
Like, you see, look, like how we went through so many defensive partnerships. If we had to have a player of Van Dijk's level, we could have been doing so much better than we are. We could have probably won a Premier League if we had a defender of his level.
Him and Alisson proved
that Mourinho finished 2nd. If we had a defender like him at the back,
exactly, yeah.
Eric Bailly was always injured every 2-3 games and he's out for 6 months, and Chris Smalling.
But him and Alisson, it proves the saying of your old manager of how defenders win the old titles, because literally him and Alisson come in the season after Liverpool lose the Champions League final, and then that's how Liverpool win the 2019 Champions League. Because of them two, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, Van Dijk, he changed the game. He absolutely changed the game. You know, you had too many, as you said, Alisson and Van Dijk absolutely changed the game. And now he's still at it now. People say he's had a poor season. I don't even think he's been that bad. He's had bozo moments, but he's like, for a good 7 seasons, been basically the best centre-back in the league, which nobody else really in Premier League history can say. I mean, that shows the level of quality in centre-backs, but yeah. I mean, just quickly, Nawaz, Nikhil, just give me a quick 1 to 5 of Premier League centre-backs all time. Just quickly. I don't need your explanations. Go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm thinking. I would put. Okay, wait. Let me think. Vidic, Rio, Virgil, John Terry. I think that's 4 only. Then Company probably for.
Okay, do top 4 if you want.
Yeah, Company
so
for. Company for Vidic 4th, Ferdinand. Oh, you know, Ferdinand 4th, Vidic 3rd, and then Van Dijk 2nd, John Terry 1st.
Okay. And Nikhil?
Yeah, John Terry number 1. John Terry 1, Virgil 2nd, and then I think Footage Company.
So you have company
Footage is better
below
than Liam.
Van Dijk. Yeah, you have company below Van Dijk, but on your list he was above Van Dijk.
I can't get company too much now, right? It's okay. It's okay. I'd like to stay longer, please. Just stay longer. Who's fault?
No, man.
You see, the thing is that you can't really compare trophies for everyone, though. It's like Virgil van Dijk is one of those players, similarly to like Gerrard is obviously in conversations with winning a Prem. Van Dijk, it's the ability that speaks. Even like Harry Kane, it's the ability that speaks more than the trophy cabinet.
I know I said obviously David Silva above is like the upper echelon, but I think Van Dijk is the 5th person on the Mount Rushmore. No, Mount Rushmore's only 4, but he's like the 5th person on the Mount Rushmore, right? But yeah, let's move into let's move into the top 4. And yeah, in the 4th position, before we run through it, I had him at 2nd. Mac and Nikhil had him at 8th. Had him at 9th, which is kind of ridiculous. Nawaz and Tristan had him in their top 5, and Ozzy had him in at 3rd. In the 4th position, we have Mr. Waiting feature on the screen. Eden Hazard, the Belgian king, 13 points above Van Dijk, in at the 4th position. What I want to ask you, Nikhil, is why the hell is he 9th in your list? What crack were you smoking?
Okay, look, when you're looking at Eden Hazard, right, you said we're looking at both. We're looking at everything, longevity in the Premier League, what he's done. I think that he carried Chelsea a lot, 100%. He did. The way he played was very special for them. I understand that. But when I was looking at my list as well, I did go off the trophies. I did as well. I did go off the trophy. Yes, Hazard has won a lot for them too. But I just feel like he could have stayed in the Premier League. He could have stayed in the Premier League longer. He could have stayed and done a bit more for Chelsea and been there for them for a few more years than what he was. How many years was he at Chelsea for?
Quite a lot, but you think he'd have more impact.
I think I looked at it also like.
Listen, don't make me put my hand through the screen.
What did Tristan say?
Little prick said he could have done more for Chelsea. What more could he have done? He carried that team on his back. He was the best player in the Premier League at one of the top times in the Premier League era, like forever, bro. Like he was. Oh my god! When you watch the brother play,
yes. So
I'm about bust, bro.
When you watch him play, right? Technically, I think he's probably the best Premier League player. If we're doing this since 2010 and we're talking about technique and ability, I think he's number 1. But in terms of output, in the amount of time he's been there, I think that's where he falls down the order just a bit.
Yeah, but his progressive, like, he's not a GA merchant. Like, he picks up, so we talk about Salah a lot, Hazard versus Salah. Salah picks it up maybe 30 yards or 25 yards away from goal, right? Probably in and around that range. Hazard's picking up at the halfway line, maneuvering defenders all over the pitch so the other team doesn't know what the hell to do. And then he's getting, like, he's changing the game from there. That's why his GA is not that high. But if you watch the game, if you watch Hazard, you see the game. If you watch the game, you see Hazard. Like, he is the epitome of that. Like, he's the best ball carrier the Premier League's ever seen. I don't think it's close.
Okay, so I agree with you, but now he's supposed to be a left winger. He's not supposed to be doing all of that. Like, if you put his abilities at best use and play him like, I don't know how Real Madrid played Ronaldo, I think he'll get you'd get much more out of the player.
But Ronaldo's a different beast, bro. You can't compare apples and oranges.
That's a personality thing, bro. I'll be honest. I think that's a personality thing between him and Ronaldo. Is that you're not gonna Hazard's not going to play like that. Like, he's playing to be a maverick, to be free.
Like, team player, right?
Hazard like carried the team. When Oscar left, he carried the team. When Willian was being Willian, he carried the team. When Costa left, he won everything apart from the Champions League at Chelsea. Won the League Cup multiple times, won the Premier League multiple times, won the FA Cup, won the Europa League. He won everything. And he should have won 2 Player of the Years. Kante shouldn't have won it in that year. I love Kante, but Kante shouldn't have won it the year they won Player of the Year. That should have been Eden Hazard, right? And even at the Euros, at the World Cup, in the time that we're doing this, he was unbelievable. Like, in that World Cup 2018, top 2 or 3 players at that World Cup.
What is Hazard's most goals in a season? Because I don't think it's
16 and 15. It's 16 goals and 15 assists in his final season.
How many times did he do that?
You watch football
Just,
with your eyes, bro.
yeah.
You watch football
No.
with your eyes.
Hamza, like I said to you, ability. This man is probably number one, but I think he could have had more output, like in terms of goals and assists, because that's what his position is. He's a forward.
Wait, Trusted Mac has a question. What does a left wing require then if you said that's not Hazard's job for picking up the ball and running? What should he have done then?
As a left winger, I'm expecting you to create chances from the wing. Okay, so getting those chances in, but like so goals and assists, that's what I expect from a winger. From a forward, that's his job, if you ask me.
Yeah, but whenever he needs to, he did. Against Liverpool, countless times he did it. One of the best goals Anfield's ever seen was by Hazard. The goal in that same season at Stamford Bridge, he takes the ball, he dribbles past a couple of players, passes it to Kovacic. Kovacic plays it in behind, and Hazard takes it on his second touch and puts it past Alisson, who at the time was the best goalkeeper in the world. He's done that. He did that against Man City in 2014. He did that against Man United in 2013. He did that countless games whenever he needed. In the FA Cup final, he scored the penalty to win that game. He got the assist for Giroud to turn the game around against Southampton. You know, like he was the game changer for me. I mean, I would have put him higher personally, but
Son's got more numbers.
Ninth is crazy. Okay, what do you win?
No, fair. Okay, give us Chelsea's team, and we'll win more with Son.
I'm good, bro.
In that position, that's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that Son's a better player than Hazard. Hazard is better than Son, but Son's had better output, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's different because he was even the way that. Do you remember when he got Golden Boot, Son? The way that his teammates were like, "We're not about winning this game; it's about getting Son the Golden Boot." And he was searching for that title. And Son's a great player. I'm not going to talk smack about him, but Hazard's different, man. Hazard is different. But yeah, I mean, I have more of a bone to pick with Nikhil and Mac for the fact that they put him ninth. Like that is, and Nikhil, how did you have 8 players better than him, including Vincent Kompany? How did you have 8 players above him?
Why is this company glazing?
I think
bro?
Oh, bro.
Like Eden Hazard, bro, surely. Come on,
Look, I tried to have a mixture of the longevity and the amount of trophies won, and also what they meant for the club. Because you can say, was Vincent Kompany as important to Man City as Eden Hazard was to Chelsea?
No.
I think Hazard is some Chelsea fans' goat, by the way. So it's like I don't think Kompany is many Man City fans' goats. Hazard is the goat for Chelsea.
He isn't, but
Shouldn't be the goat though. I'd have Lampard as my goat if I was a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, I have Lampard. I agree. I have Lampard over Hazard, but Hazard, like he was, I don't know, maybe he's not as much of a leader as Kompany. I'll give you that. But like the fact you have 7 players above him is blasphemous. It's like if I put Salah 9th. It's just like that's just hating. You're just straight hating. Like and Nikhil, I'll be honest. I think you're just straight hating.
No, it wasn't hating there. It wasn't hating. Maybe he could be a bit higher. He could, but I was just looking at trying to mix up players that I think were there for longer, overall impact, leaders.
To be fair, with you,
not only being that influential type of player, but look.
If I have to play devil's advocate again,
that's Sterling above him.
How many years? Oh shit.
You had Raheem Sterling above him. I can hear Yaya Toure, to be honest. I can hear Yaya Toure. I disagree completely, but I can hear it, right? Actually, no, I can't hear it. You had Sterling, you had Yaya Toure, you had Kompany above him, right? And you had Virgil above him, and you had David Silva above him. That, to me, is, like, kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, but I think you're looking at it at a state of, if you compare David Silva with him, and I told you David Silva, 10 seasons of consistency with them, I mean, you look at Eden Hazard, I think you're looking at more of a nostalgic type of view as well with being a Chelsea fan and Eden Hazard, because as you said, the numbers that he put up, the 16 and the 18, I mean, that was the highest he had. He wasn't doing it consistently. I think has he ever won the Golden Boot for Chelsea?
Don't do this, Nikhil. Because
how many playmaker awards? How many playmaker awards?
I'm just asking.
You lot can count that shit, bro. I don't count anything.
DFA.
The only thing that's important is Golden Boot, in my opinion. Golden Boot player of the year.
Of everything. I was just looking at a mixture of everything. I mean, if we were looking at players that are influential in the game, whatever, Eden Hazard number 1, number 2, or whatever, 100% there. But I get your point as well. So
Hazard's a different level. Hazard is a different level, like the players that we're going to get to. But yeah, for me, having him at 9th is absolutely ridiculous. But shout out Ozzy.
What was the range though?
Yeah.
The range of
So I had him
like,
at
he
second.
blazed.
I had him at second. 2012 to 2019. And I remember the first game against Wigan, goal and an assist. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, we've got the next guy." Like he was so good at that game.
Wigan, bro.
He got kicked up and down. He got kicked.
Wigan
he got kicked up
relegated
and down.
next season.
Bro, he and then they also beat Man City in the FA Cup final. So I mean, we can all play that game.
Fair.
But in the first game, he came to the Premier League. He was that guy. He was that guy for 7 years. It's not like these other guys are good players, but Hazard was that guy. And there's a couple of players that we're gonna get to that were that guy. You know, but yeah, the Eden Hazard, what a guy, man. I love you. Come back.
Yeah, no, he was good. He was good.
I didn't
The
shout
only thing is,
cool.
I understand why
You've
why
got
they
Garnacho.
kill. Maybe the kill also remember the fact that I think it was in the 16-17 season, Hazard completely ghosted for like an entire year. All he was known for was, to be fair, one of the most iconic moments in Premier League history was a goal against Spurs.
Yeah. And he
Oh,
scored
yeah.
against Liverpool. Like he turned up against Liverpool constantly. But yeah, man, he's that guy. But we'll move into the top three. And the top three are the three that you probably think that it's gonna be, right? But all I'll say before we jump into it is they were separated by 7 points. The top three were separated by 7 points. So Hazard had 93 points, and in third position, right before you show Nawaz, and Mac had him in his top 2. Nawaz had him in his top 2. Everybody else had him in his top 4. So his lowest position was 4th, highest position was 2nd. Nawaz, if you want to show the people, in number 3, we had the Egyptian king, Mohamed Salah. 2nd and 4th, 107 points.
I don't know how he's third, by the way. Disgusting from you guys.
I can see why he's third though. I can understand if the player I have in mind is above him. I can understand why.
So who had him in 4th again? Just remind us again. Who had him in 4th?
So
Probably.
I had him in 5th. I had him in 4th. The fake Liverpool fan had him in 4th, Nikhil. Ozzy had him in 4th.
Oh my word.
Nawaz and Mark had him in 2nd. And Tristan had him in 3rd.
Okay, so who's better than Salah? Who's better than Salah?
We'll get there.
Besides
We'll
giving away the
get
first
onto the
time.
list.
We'll get
We'll
there.
get
But
onto the
it's
list. We'll get there.
he's
We'll get
the,
there.
the people that are above him, in my opinion, are easily
They
above.
should be there if
Yeah.
they're there.
There's only one guy easily above him. It's not even
No.
easily, but there's only one guy above him.
Two.
They should be one
Yes,
that's
yes.
easily above him, bro.
Because
Easily
because
above.
there's one attacker who I'm thinking is probably above him, and Salah literally beat all of his records. Most goals at a single stadium, most goals from a foreign player, most goals in a single season. Salah literally, as a winger, beat this guy who I'm assuming is going to be a striker, right? It's probably sitting in the top 2 there. Salah literally beats him in all of those. Now, okay, you're on to talk about probably ability, like as a footballer, like how I mentioned
Yeah.
Harry Kane and Haaland. But Salah had those moments as well. It's not to say Salah is like Erling Haaland, where his game is literally only scoring goals. Salah in the 21-22 season was literally, there was moments where he was the best player in the world. 17-18, he was the best player in the world. You know, he had patches where he was the best player in the world, not just for scoring goals, but for the ability as well. So I don't know.
He was not the best. He was not the best player in the world in 17-18. He was just not the best player in the world. The only time you can say that is 21-22.
17-18, he literally,
Ronaldo
there
was
was
so
moments
much
where he was
better
doing
than
that.
him.
He was
Ronaldo
not
so
the
much
best player in the
better
world, bro.
17,
Messi was better
bro.
than him by a mile.
Ronaldo
Messi was better than him by a mile. Come on.
But
get
I
back.
think-
I said there was
it all
moments.
comes
I
to
didn't say the
that
whole
competition.
season.
Oh,
Either way,
okay,
he scored more
moments.
goals than all
Yeah,
of them.
I love how you de-escalate the situation. There.
Wait,
the only
wait,
time he
what
was the
you
best
say
player in the
in
world for a good
moments?
period of time was 21-22.
17-8, wait, Nawaz, you say 17-18, he had what, better moments. Ronaldo's bicycle kick against Juventus would clash everything that he put up in that as big moments.
Salah literally scored more
His
goals as
pen- his
Ronaldo in
penalty-
Champions League this season.
His penalty
Yeah, he did.
against
So does
Juventus,
Firmino. Does that mean Firmino's better than him? What
his
are we talking about here?
penalty, last minute penalty to take Real Madrid to the Champions League final, where he takes off his shirt. and
Corrupted
flexes
penalty, by the way.
What?
Corrupted. But fair enough, you have to score. You have to score.
climb
though.
on him like this, yeah.
You have to score the
You
penalty,
telling
though,
me
but it's fine. But
Clutch
corrupted penalty.
moments in the Santiago
Juventus.
Bernabeu in the 90-something minute. Coming back when they were, I think, 3-0 down, you have to score the most.
Salah
pressured
outscored
penalty
Ronaldo that season. So I don't understand.
where he finished
Okay,
in
so
the
you're saying he's better
Ballon
than
d'Or that
Messi.
season.
What are we talking about? He's not better than Ronaldo because Ronaldo turned up when he needed to. Salah didn't, right? Or what are we talking
Salah
about for
did.
Messi?
Salah
he
did.
didn't.
Scored
No,
in
he
one of the
didn't.
big 6 games.
You
that
finished
season.
4th, bro. You finished 4th
Except for United.
that season. You finished 4th.
Yeah.
behind
Yeah.
United.
He was good against City.
Yeah,
10-0.
are we acting as if they were playing the same
Yeah,
team?
United.
When they play in the same team as Ronaldo
Who's
playing left
United?
wing and Salah playing
Was
right wing.
it always
Are we
United?
talking about the same teams?
No, it was Jose Mourinho's United who
Mourinho.
finished second.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We finished
You're
second,
dunking about that team.
and I'm pretty sure we
17-18.
dunked on Rashford dunked on Des Mandem's team that season.
Okay, but listen, we're not talking about
22.
Rashford, by the way. We're not talking about Rashford.
But let's
I'm
talk
just
about the bad
saying,
things. He's third on this
You'll
list.
make it seem
Yeah.
like
How great he
yeah,
is.
but Salah scored. Wait, Salah, you'll because I just talk about it because y'all said he never show up in big moments. Salah scored in the semi-final against Roma in the Champions League. He scored in the game that made us end City's 30-game winning run in the Premier League. He scored in there.
Okay.
He scored against
Okay.
all of the Premier League top six teams except for United. But he scored against every top 6 team that season. So Salah showed up in all of the big moments. So I don't understand
Okay,
why.
what final
Going
has
off
he turned up in?
17,
What final has he turned up in? Right? Apart from the Fugazi final.
I mean, he
got
couldn't even
against
play
Spurs,
that final.
what fi-
He couldn't even play that
finals-
final.
No, I'm talking about 17-18. I'm saying throughout.
No,
his
I'm
whole
talking
Liverpool
about
career.
17-18 though,
What
because you're all talking about 17-18, so I'm talking about, I'll give you all answers for 17-18.
Yeah, if we go
Okay,
off
but I'm
the
saying
17,
throughout his whole
18
career.
season, bro, he doesn't
Okay, so
play.
you lost
big
that
game.
17-18 debate. Okay, so you lost that
Yeah.
17-18 debate. Let's talk.
No, I
about
just can't be
another.
asked to have it.
Okay.
I can't be asked to have it. To be honest.
Okay, wait.
He
The
literally
next
scored the most
Champions
goals that
League
season.
final.
Even on
next
Puskas
Champions
award
League-
that season.
Yeah.
Just a charity
Okay.
though.
Bro,
Fair enough.
zip it up when you're done. Or you know what? Zip it up when you're done, yeah? And then we'll talk about 21-22. Yeah?
Wait.
Okay, yeah,
Next Champions League final against Spurs. What? Didn't do nothing in that Champions League final, right?
I
Fair.
sc-
Against
You just spoke about Ronaldo scoring a
Well,
penalty, clutch
Hey.
moment. This is the Champions League final,
He
bro. He
just
scored
scored a
it.
penalty
That's
to win the penalty.
So I didn't talk about clutch moments, penalties.
Wait,
Salah
Can we
did-
talk about the
Wait.
goodness of Salah? Can we talk about the goodness of Salah?
Wait.
We're just going to stop beefing.
wait,
I think if
Okay,
there's
well,
this
it's
much
not-
hate
There's clutch to it
around
still.
Salah being this position, it says a lot of stuff. Because we all
no,
agreed
like
about
I'm good
the
with
previous
him
guy.
being in a top 3. I'm good with him. But if Nawaz is going off his big moments
Yeah,
in
yeah.
certain
No, because okay,
seasons,
keep the same energy for who's going to be second. I want them to keep the same energy, especially scoring in finals, in Champions League finals. Same things for him. Even top
yeah,
one,
I mean,
even number one, by the way.
Okay.
Even number
Okay.
one, by the way. I want them to have the same
Noaz,
energy.
Nikhil, Noaz, first of all, don't ruin the list, but talk about how great Salah is. Come on, just
yeah,
let's
he's a
spread
good
some love.
player. He's
Let's
a
talk about how
lovely
great
player.
he was. Because he's
What do
third
you
for a
mean
reason.
he's a
He's
good
consensus. He's
player?
15 above.
What?
He's 15th above Hazard. 15 points above Hazard. Talk about how great he is. Go on, take the floor.
Okay.
What do we even need to talk about Salah? How many times already? 3 golden boots already. The guy has already even had another prime for Liverpool. Player of the season. How many footballers of the years? How many PFA player of the years has the guy had? He's with Liverpool from 2017 already. And he just keeps on getting better and better. I know the season is falling off a little bit, but the man has done everything. He started off obviously just playing out wide. He scored all different types of goals for Liverpool. He was even getting like literally, how do you get from the 17-18 season and then people think that he's falling off? You get top goal scorer and top assister in one season again. And people think he's having a bad season already this season. He came back, he's already got what, 6-7 GA in the past couple of games since he's already come back to Liverpool this
6
season.
GA in the last 6 games. Yeah.
He's transitioned
In all
in so many
competitions,
Liverpool
right?
teams.
Yeah.
He's transitioned in so many Liverpool teams already. From when Klopp was there to when now Slot is there, with so many different attackers, the man still pulls the numbers that he has to pull. And I mean, now Salah gets stick because if he doesn't score, that's because the bar that he set so high for himself. That if he doesn't score in the game or if he doesn't assist in the game, it's a problem. Mo Salah is down. Sell him. We can't do it. And then he'll just pull up again. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's like
I was going to
the hate
mention
that he
what
gets
Max said.
sometimes is crazy.
I was going to mention what Max said in the chat. Yeah, 15 GA this season. People want to talk about Salah having a terrible season. I think it's based on his standards that he set himself. Because 15 GA this season, that's more than Saka. That's more than Mbeumo. That's more than Cole Palmer. That's more than Eze. That's more than a lot of players in the Premier League this season. Salah is having a terrible season, but still outperforming your best player. That says a lot about Salah as a player. And I think, the
Salah
21-22
has won
season,
6 seasons.
that alone
6
should put him in the
seasons
top
of
two.
20-plus goal contributions. 6 seasons. 6 seasons. of
He's the
20+.
only
How do you
player to
say-
win the Golden Boot and Playmaker award twice, by the way.
Don't forget, like he came to Chelsea and his reputation in England was ruined, right? Absolutely ruined. And he
Yeah.
came back and he dominated, right? Like he was the guy that you talk about Van Dijk, Alisson, bro. Without Salah, like there was no talk about do we have a good defense enough to win, because with Salah it's like, okay, cool, give us a proper defense and we have everything up front to do everything. And Salah was that guy who was the level raiser, and bro, he's been doing it for 7 years in a row. Like, I'm Hazard over Salah, but like, man, Salah, I mean, if he didn't post about the goddamn Christmas trees, I'll be more on his side. Because that is literally the only thing that's ruining his legacy, is those goddamn Christmas trees. Because I mean,
I read those. Allah gave him some consequences, but I think he would have had 2 more friends and one more Champions League.
We have to take it into consideration. Apart from Harry Kane, and I mean, Harry Kane and him obviously have the same moment, but 3 golden boots is just insane. Only Alan Shearer has more. Only Alan Shearer, and it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Only the GOAT striker has more than him. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, in terms of Salah, we'll kind of park it there for the moment. But let's go through the winners. Okay, so we'll do 1 and 2 at the same time. So I think we all know who's going to be 1 and 2. But the question is who's going to be number 1, right? Who's going to be that consensus number 1 that we all agreed is the best player since 2010? And on our list, the number 1 player and the winner of the best player from 2010 to 2026 in the Premier League is a man from Manchester City, a man that was deemed a flop. And Nawaz, if you want to go for it, it was Mr. Go to one. Okay,
everyone look away then, because number 2 is going to come up first. But okay.
Number 1, it was Kevin De Bruyne. And so, I had him at number 1. Mac had him at number 1. Nikhil had him at number 1. Uzi had him. Nawaz had him at number 1. Tristan had him at number 2. And Uzi, obviously, because you put Rooney at number 1, had him in number 6. So
6 is disgusting.
But I mean, let's forget Uzi.
This guy.
let's forget Uzi for a moment.
Uzi.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Hang on. Uzi, please don't even mention Bruno. I don't want to hear that word come out of your mouth, or I will come there and I'll just fuck you up.
Bruno was 1 place below him, by the way. Bruno was 1 place below him on his list.
Yeah.
Nah, crazy.
And then, so that obviously means in number 2. That means obviously in number 2, we had Sergio Aguero. So yeah, let's talk about both of them at the same time, I guess. But yeah, so in terms of Sergio Aguero, they were consensus number 1 and 2. Aguero had 112 points. De Bruyne had 114 points. I had Aguero at 3rd. So did Max. So did Nawaz. Nikhil had him at 2. So did Uzi. And Tristan had a number 1. So really, his floor was the lowest. Everyone had him between 1, 2, and 3. So across the board, he was number 2, Aguero.
Just wanted to see how much points above Salah, because like I told you already, Salah beat every stat.
That's crazy. Nawaz.
The only reason I put him over that is because of 5 Prems. That's the only thing, is 5 Prems.
Wait,
he's crucial in every single one.
He's a way
before
better player.
Before Salah,
the 90-20 moment, 93rd, 20th moment.
Before Salah, he was a foreign.
It's apple versus oranges. It's apples versus oranges.
He was the foreign player with the most goals in Premier League history before Salah broke it.
Yeah, before Salah.
That's why he's very high on my list. And because
Salah
he was a loved
came in.
player.
Okay.
Nawaz, can you just forget about Salah for a second, bro? Please. Let's talk about Kun Aguero, man. Let's talk about Kun Aguero, because this guy was a baller. This guy was he was the top guy. He was a top guy. My biggest regret as a Chelsea fan is not Modric not coming to Chelsea. It's this guy. We had him lined up, ready to come to our club. I had beef with the guy in the sauna today about it, actually, right? But he came in. Oh my God. He revolutionized Man City. Without him, there's no Man City. I think there's no Kevin De Bruyne without Sergio Aguero. He was that good. He was injured so many times and he scored against everyone. Every type of goal.
Yeah.
Like with no angle, header, free kick, left foot, right foot, outside the box, inside the box, bro. And obviously,
if Sterling could have scored, he would have had a Champions League. If Sterling could have scored in that when
Leon.
If his team never let him down, he would have had a Champions League with City.
But I don't know how many final goals did this guy score. Just because that was a thing apparently.
But yeah, so we had him. He was only 2 points below Kevin De Bruyne. So Nawaz, if you want to move to number 1, we can discuss them at the same time, but we'll just have De Bruyne on the screen. Kevin De Bruyne, man. I mean, who wants to take
Yeah,
it
this
away?
guy is the goat. This guy's the goat.
You can't
Yeah,
even say anything
undoubtedly.
about him, man.
Undoubtedly.
Again, a flop, called a flop, should have been a flop. Even scored against the guy that stole his chick. So
Yeah,
There's
I'm
nothing you can
interested to
say.
hear. Hamza, did you think that he was a flop at Chelsea, like when he was there?
So I remember he played against Hull, and it just seemed like we had Oscar, Hazard, Mata, and Tim. One of them was going to go. I remember thinking like he was good, and we all had really good players, but one of them ultimately had to go. I wish it wasn't him. I wish it wasn't him.
in
Because
hindsight,
like
no, yeah.
when he started going like this, when he scored in 17-18, I was outside in the shisha bar. It was raining. I was basically smoking in the rain, which is kind of ridiculous, right? And I saw him go on his left boot and smack it top bins and start going like this in front of the Chelsea fans with his City badge on. And I was just like, bro, like, I didn't do this to you. Like, why are you being so horrible to us, man? Like, why you say fuck me for? Like, I love you. Like, this guy, yeah, Jose screwed him. But, I mean, I'm so glad we got to see him in the Premier League because what a player. Like, we talked about Wolves away. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about Wolves away. Aston Villa at home. Oh my God! When you need a goal, when you need somebody to be the difference maker, this guy every time. Apart from Champions League finals, he was your guy every time.
Yeah,
I mean, he ended up winning the Champions League anyway before he left.
Yeah, he did.
but I mean, the way this guy
He was
played,
that
it's like
guy.
he adapted to
Couldn't play
whoever
the
was in
final
front of him.
complete, but yeah, at least
Whether-
you won it.
Yeah, whether it was Sterling, whether it was Sane, whether it was Aguero, whether it's Haaland, whether it's Foden, whether it's Mahrez, this guy found a way to play with those attackers, and those long passes that he did, especially from like deep on the left or right on the right wing, and he would spread it right around. You knew you were cooked when he smashed that ball across the goal for Aguero. It's like it was a striker's dream to play with someone like him. But
You know what? He
just
mastered the
adapted
art
to
of. He
everybody.
mastered the art of putting the ball in the
He
right place.
mastered
You just
it.
had to be there. You had to be
He
there.
mastered it.
Because
He
Yeah.
mastered
if
it.
you
He
weren't there,
literally
you did. It wasn't a bad ball. If you weren't there,
Yeah.
Like, he never
Yeah.
gave a bad ball.
He
You
did
just
say
went in the
that.
right position.
I think
Him
in
for
an
Sane.
interview he said,
Yeah,
that's
in
man,
an interview, he said that if I pass a ball and you're not there, it's not me because I know the player you are. You always study the teammate. His teammate.
Yeah.
Like Haaland fell in love with him.
It's just-
Haaland probably loves him more
He
than his
did.
chick. Like, and this was at the back
Probably.
end when Kevin De Bruyne was
More than his
constantly
daddy.
injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, like him and Haaland, him and Aguero, him and Sterling, him and Sane. What's the common denominator? It's him. He's him.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne is him.
You know, we spoke a lot about him in the Liverpool title races also that day, but I think we failed to mention Shane Mack, if you're still here, how important he was also in 2023. How he scored those goals at the Emirates as well. Like, you know, he helped Haaland obviously break the record, and he helped City claw back that gap against Arsenal. So many times. So if it wasn't for him, City actually wouldn't have had at least 3 Premier League trophies. At least.
For
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
and you
he's
look at
still
it,
holding
I
it
can't
Napoli.
believe the guy has won 6 Prems under his belt already. It's
And he's
crazy,
still
man.
balling at Napoli. If he stayed in the Prem,
Balling. I think he's injured now. I think he's injured, but he could have stayed at City. He could have stayed longer, but I think he knew. I mean, what more could he have done in the Prem? What more can he do?
he
Yeah,
won
so-
everything.
He's completed, mate. He's completed.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that he didn't win
He
was
is
basically the
complete.
Ballon d'Or. But like even the only thing that you can really say is maybe for Belgium he wasn't that great, even when he needed to carry the team. But I mean,
Yeah,
who
but that
cares,
team
bro?
was
Like,
just so
I think in terms of a
inadequate,
peak
man.
player,
Like, I mean, with Lukaku.
would you
Mm.
would you guys agree that in terms of for a peak player during the time, for me, I think number 1 peak is KDB, number 2 is Hazard, right? But I think KDB is clear in terms of at his peak. What would you guys have as like peak player on his day during the 2010s?
Kevin De
The
Bruyne.
KDB would be first, but I don't know
still.
who comes second for maybe. Between
I think
a lot
Salah
of-
still would come second.
Yeah.
Salah.
Between-
It's-
between-
it's-
It's the brain,
between-
the brain, Salah,
21-22,
Haaland.
bro.
I mean, sorry,
No
the brain.
We don't want to hear
Salah
from you, boy.
and,
No, not you, Nikhil.
Yo,
no.
your Hazard just is to make sure he doesn't ghost, bro.
Huh?
yeah.
What?
Did Real Madrid ever come in for Salah in his prime, or is he just that washed and overrated by Liverpool fans that no top team ever wanted him? Oh, yeah, I know the answer to that question, so you don't need to answer it. But anyway, love not war.
Yeah, because he really went to Real Madrid and made a difference.
Hashtag be kind. Hashtag
It's
be
insane.
kind.
I mean, he went to
Hazard did very good at Madrid, to be fair. No, Hazard did very good.
Yeah.
He did.
Champions League,
One turn
we
against
take those.
PSG and he was gone.
Champions League, we take those, bro. How many Champions League does Salah have at Real Madrid?
Bro, he can't go Hazard's Champions League. At this point, bro, Tom Cleverley should be in this list then, because he won a couple of trophies with Manchester United. Might as well put Tom
Champions League,
Cleverley.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get Salah saying that Hazard's better than him, but you get Hazard saying that he can't fill Salah's boots. So I don't know.
It's fine, bro. We don't compare Salah to Hazard. Chelsea fans compare Hazard to Salah. We don't compare Salah to Hazard. That's the thing. Like, we already know who's the better player. They just tried to force a debate, so it's fine.
It's funny Liverpool fans are the most insufferable people on
Hazard's
the
a good
planet.
player, though.
So nobody's listening to you.
It's not like we don't
It's
rate
crazy.
It's not like we don't rate Hazard. We rate him, bro. But they
We
just
rate him.
Salah.
We definitely know he's one of the best
Nikhil,
dribblers ever in
don't
the
you say
world.
you rate him. You put him in the You
We
put
rate
him in
him.
nine.
We rate him. But at the end of the day, one of them is playing in charity matches, the other one's still in Europe. So I don't know.
So one's doing charity, Sadaqah, for a higher being for people across the world. One guy's trying to fill his own pockets and doing nothing. Yeah.
Okay, but the one guy, but the
Don't
one
worry,
guy,
Salah will go
the
to
one-
Saudi eventually. Then Tristan will have him out of the top 3. It's fine.
It's crazy though. I mean, you look at them, even with the age, one is like a Burger King employee, the other one is freaking, top form. So hey, it just happens, man.
Hey.
But I can understand Hamza's there for the
One's the
Burger King.
Egyptian king. One's the Egyptian king. The other's the Burger King.
100%.
Yeah, who was the
Hamza's
Egyptian
the
king
Burger
before?
King,
Was it like
that's what he likes.
who was the top Egyptian player before that time? Like Amir Zaki. Oh, bro, you absolutely
you-
dominated Amir Zaki. Oh, wow. Half of you man probably don't even know who he is. He's that dead.
El Neni.
I don't know what El Neni, bro.
Oh,
And El
this guy
Ghazi,
is
bro.
next
What's
listening.
Prom legend?
Bro's a Spurs fan and he's talking about El Neni. Yo.
No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing. I'm hoping Mac is still listening.
We
Yeah.
get legend.
Oh,
But okay, speaking of Mac,
Yeah.
quick. Mac asked me earlier, what do I expect from a left winger, right, with regards to Hazard? And I would say
Orthodox answer.
I would expect from Hazard, right? From Hazard, I would expect Salah's output. That's what I would expect from a player like Hazard.
But Salah's abnormal, bro. Salah's abnormal.
So is Hazard, bro. Hazard's got crazy ability.
And
That's the
True,
outlier.
Tristan, Nawaz is so delusional. There's no point even having a conversation with him about Hazard versus Salah. There's no point. Don't waste your time.
Why?
It's not worth it.
Hazard isn't miles
Yes.
behind Salah, bro.
You're so delusional. It's ridiculous. But anyway,
it's okay.
But yeah, that was the list. That was the list, everybody. As Nawaz said, he's going to post that on the Prem de la Creme Instagram, so make sure to drop that follow. Drop this account, the Prem de la Creme pod, a follow. Plenty more content coming up. Obviously, the Premier League's back next week, so we'll have a Sunday review then, maybe a Wednesday show as well if you guys behave correctly. Oh well, if Nawaz behaves. But yeah, excited for that. Thanks for everyone for joining in. Had a really good time, and I think the list went really, really well. Apart from the fact that some person had Rooney at number 1 out of after 2010, but that's ridiculous. Anyway,
James Milner.
thanks everyone for being here, and we'll catch you next time.